Shit's hilarious, dog. Now, I picked a hell of a time to not do a live reaction. That might have been one of the biggest L's I have ever taken with making videos. The fact that I did not live react to this chapter. Because I damn near would have been famous the way I was jumping off the walls when I read it a couple days ago. And what's angry, and so things take a grander turn. They certainly do. It it's crazy, man. Where do I start? Where do I start? Fifth Emperor, and then in the very first page, and they're talking about the Olympus fleet. I just want to jump around all over the place. Yeah, Luffy and this crazy bounty, crazy bounty, tripled. His bounty tripled. Right, angry? I agree. For once, I had nothing I complain. I did find a single thing to complain about, which is rare because I'm a little bit of a nitpicker. But I managed to find absolutely nothing to complain about. It was crazy. Um, and I, where do I begin? We can talk about seeing Coby and his phenomenal color of observation. That's geek to me. That's pretty geek to me. The fact that he is that advanced to this point now. We can talk about. I don't know if he's gonna use it, but Sanji has a raid suit. Sanji's got a raid suit. Got to give credit where credit is due. Big news. You was right. You were right. I was very wrong. I crucified you. You're right. Um, Oda, you troll. Oda, you troll, but I love it. And he's a troll because he made Sanji's bounty 330 million, which is hilarious because it's just 10 million higher than Zoro's. It's like basically just like a big like kick in the face to all the Zoro fans, and it's hilarious. He's like, oh yeah, it's higher than that shitty Moss head. Like that's just geeked. Thoroughly enjoyed that. That was really funny. Um, and God, where do I begin? And the reactions of all the Yonkos, including and Crocodile as well, that was pretty cool. Had that reaction, and all the Yonkos is like I just love the Blackbeard one. Zeha, Zeha, you know. Um, OMACC 650. I appreciate it, man. I love when new people roll through. Zoro's not getting 800 mil heart. Shout out to the 10 people watching. Oh, we're just getting started, folks. Um, some cool stuff going down. Helmeppo still right under Coby. Coby being a captain, interesting. You think with how high his color of observation is, that it would be a little bit higher. He was able to notice that, like all the problems that were going down before even being near it. Yes, I do need to see a Boa Hancock reaction. How she's gonna feel about it. I want to see a Smoker reaction. You want to see everybody. I want to see Dragon's reaction. Um, I don't know if they can get newspapers. I'd love to see the reaction from the rest of his crew. I'd love to see Zoro react to Sanji having a higher bounty than him because he's gonna fucking flip. That's gonna be hilarious. Um, that's gonna be extremely hilarious. Um, good man, just getting started. I don't even know like I'm just jumping around all over the place. The chapter I can't go in order. There's just so much stuff that just keeps popping in my head.
Oh yeah.
I know Twilight wanted to roll through too. It's crazy. And an angry anime fan just said it a little while ago. This is The first chapter in a long time where I have absolutely nothing to complain about. What, or can you say the same, Eris?
I mean, if I had to like nitpick at this chapter, right? And I guess it's kind of a big nitpick. It's like the fact that Morgan's like it wasn't all 100% true what he said. Like obviously
Yeah,
he
fake
didn't
news
devise
Morgan.
the whole damn plan and saying, "Oh, Luffy defeated Big Mom," and Big Mom's like, "What? That didn't happen." And the thing is, Shanks only met this man, only wants to meet him now because he's quote unquote like
A Goku.
yeah, he's an emperor now. So low key, Shanks is like a gold digger, and he just wants to meet him now. And it's like it's
It's like,
kind
oh,
of
he got a status now. I guess we can meet so that way it'll be talked about in the newspapers
yeah,
when
it's
they
like
finally
slightly
meet.
built on a lie. If he meets Shanks built on a lie, that's kind of fucked up.
That is fucked up. And it's funny because he himself, Luffy's stupid. He probably don't think it's a lie. He's like, yeah, I did beat Big Mom. Yeah.
Right.
It's so geek.
Actually, I don't know. I don't think he would claim he'd be Big Mom. I don't think so.
We'll see. I know. Prepare your ears because I know Soap's gonna come in here yelling. Um, it's crazy. So then we talk about when Kobe was reading a newspaper and bawling his eyes out. Vegapunk and little Whitebeard, what's his name? Weevil.
Weevil, yes.
We're on the newspaper. With a little Easter egg that many people didn't catch, and it says like a little warning
Yeah.
sign, right?
Yeah, warning. Yep. Dude's catching bodies.
Yeah, that's crazy. But what do you remember exactly what it said about Vegapunk? I'm actually gonna look for it now.
Apparently, it just said D Vegapunk, so people are already speculating
Oh God.
shit. Like you don't really see the R, you know. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
hard to really see it.
Yeah, D Vegapunk. Yeah, Sanji's bounty poster still looks really stupid. But now, as I had called what happened, it says Vin smoked Sanji, as well as
Yeah.
that are alive now.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty tight. But going
He
on,
got a he got a I mean he got a good increase, but in comparison to Luffy's, obviously it's
yeah, well,
trash
Luffy tripled.
increase.
Luffy tripled, and I love Bage's reaction because he's like, "What the hell do you mean under Straw Hat Luffy? What is his plan?"
Yeah.
So Morgan
You know
definitely did
he's
some
pissed.
word twisting to make him seem goat status.
I feel bad for Sanji because he's like, oh yeah, it's my bounty's bigger than the fucking Moss Head's
No,
bounty,
yeah, it's the
and it's
shitty
just
Moss Head.
like, after Wano or like, I think Zoro's bounty is gonna dwarf his.
Just
Like
completely dwarf it.
Zoro's is gonna be a lot bigger than his. Yeah.
Yeah. So with Carrot, is she technically a member of the crew?
I mean, it's not confirmed
Because
yet.
they didn't officially ask her, but I don't know.
What if she ends up getting a bounty like later on if she sticks with the crew and they just kind of stick her with the
Just
Straw
group her
Hats?
with them.
Yeah, and then she fuck around and just stays. But
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. So let's also talk about power ups because we've got Nami with Zeus in the climb attack.
yes, a lot of power ups going on. A
A
lot,
lot of power
huge
ups going on.
fight, so much stuff.
It's ridiculous. And that was another funny reaction too with Sanji. Like, yo, I was her slave way before you even popped up, man.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty
I
cute.
want to say something. I don't know if it's appropriate though.
What are you gonna say?
He's such a cuck.
He's a cuck. No, you can go. You know I'm completely no hold bars on my stream. You know you can say whatever you want.
All right.
You can't
Listen
demonetize
here.
someone.
No, I'm kidding.
You can't demonetize someone who's not monetized. What's going on, Twale?
Chillin', man. Chillin'. What's up?
It's kind of
What's going
hey,
on?
what's
Yeah,
up,
man.
Twilight?
We're not out here hyping Sanji bounties, bro.
Yeah.
Well, now I wrote that before the stream even started.
I know you did. But so what is your take on it, Twilight? Because I haven't gotten to talk to you either.
Man, all right. I was talking to Grim earlier, and I'm confirmed. Like, he's not like people might start to view him as a Yonko, then that's cool. But he has to like do something else to solidify it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like
Wano.
just like Wano. Whatever happens in Wano, if it's good for Luffy, if it turns out he beats Kaido and opens Wano's borders or whatever, then yeah, that'll solidify his spot as a Yonko. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll be the second territory he invaded and won. But right now, this is just gonna force people to stop underestimating Straw Hats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the majority of the story, like up until Big Mom, like they've just been underestimated at every point. Dofi underestimated them. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking Caesar even underestimated them at certain points. So
that on top of everything he's been doing, not getting reported.
On top of that, right? So now all of that is done. You know what I'm saying? Now that he's one of the now that he's in the paper like that, and now that he's gaining this much notoriety, no one.
So I think Dustin said it in one of his streams. He said, "So is Luffy a legendary pirate in the world now?"
Oh, that's a good question, actually. Without a doubt, he should be.
We might have to be leaning toward yes. What's up, Super? Super cool.
I don't want to say he's a legendary pirate just because he hasn't even been doing it 3 years yet.
Yeah,
he's pirate.
He's making some crazy waves.
Yeah, the biggest argument is like because he's so young, but if you look at his resume, holy shit.
Yeah, if you look at
Hurricane just so much. You got Sabo. You got he's the brother of Ace.
So that's where I think the large
look what he's did. It's just crazy. It just goes on and on.
So he should crack a Billy, right? Because he beat a Billy and he beat an 800,000.
Oh right? Yeah. Do you mean like if they didn't say he defeated Big Mom? His bounty should still increase significantly.
Yeah, it should still be a Billy.
So, yeah.
But what made it go to 1.5 bill was that they said that, and that they added that hey, Sabo was his brother too, also with being Ace, like.
Yeah.
And those guys are known as legendary in the world.
Yeah. Nevertheless, I think the biggest thing is them saying he defeated Big Mom.
Yeah.
Fake
news Morgan.
Like he defeated Crocodile and what happened? His bounty went up 70 million or 100 million.
Like
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what we saying, Twale?
The biggest thing that was the fact that he got Germa, the fire tank, and adding Jimbei to his crew. You know what I'm saying? Because that was reported.
Yeah.
Like it was reported Jimbei left and joined his crew, so that raises down. It was reported mostly that, you know what I'm saying, Germa and all of them followed him without question.
Yeah.
So I think it's those affiliations that really boosted up his bounty, because like that's where he has people.
Is he in the Matrix sometimes for you as well?
Yeah, he is.
Hey, you got to power through, Twale.
It's all good. Apparently, Super Cool wasn't working either. And here we have Soap.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. What's up?
Hello.
Nigga, always in the woods. The fuck wrong with you?
That's Super Cool, dog. And why you come at his hair like that?
I don't know. I just find it. I don't know. Niggas in the woods is strange.
Hey, I have noticed one thing. Whenever Super comes on these streams, this nigga is always in the forest.
I don't get it.
What are you doing?
What does being in the forest mean? Like, oh, I see his camera.
Like an actual forest.
Yeah. I didn't see his camera on.
You look like you in Haiti, nigga. Where are you?
That nigga in the inner city of Wakanda. What you mean?
But so let's continue to talk about these Yonko.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Blackbeard is like, yo, you're not ready yet, Straw Hat. And in a way, is Blackbeard really all that ready?
Yeah, he's definitely ready.
Yeah, without a doubt, dude. When his first introduction, he was ready. Well, not ready, but he was like 2nd Division commander that left, that bodied somebody on Whitebeard's crew. Like, yeah, he's always been up there.
Yeah. I suppose. I mean, we all know he's a planning genius.
There's been massive argument in the Discord about whether Luffy's an emperor or not, regardless.
Of
like whether
course.
it's even true.
Yes.
And I think that shit is nonsense.
You think it's nonsense?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
like,
actually yeah. I was waiting for that, but I wasn't gonna bring it up just yet. But yeah.
No,
nah,
bring
that
it up.
shit,
All,
like
No,
that
yeah,
we
yeah.
shit.
got. Oh,
All I
today we
was
got
gonna
time
say,
to go.
going back to Blackbeard real quick, was like if they caught him before he went to Sky Island, Luffy would have got put on a shirt.
Yeah, sure, but
They
that
would have
still
got
doesn't. That
fucking
still does.
destroyed.
Yeah.
Nigga said put
That
on a
still
shirt
doesn't
though.
take away that
Say,
he's now. That doesn't take away the fact that he's now placed amongst these niggas. Even though he can't defend it, we know he ain't got the strength and the means to back it up. Like he's still ranked among them by the world.
I agree.
Hey, what's up,
Like
man?
that's
How y'all
I'm
huge.
doing?
gonna expand on that. What's up, Dribble?
Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for having me.
No problem. But I wanna expand upon that and say, but I think he is, and here's why I'm going to say he is, because first of all, he just got that fishermen apparently are under his protection now. They even
Yup.
said that, and he actually has a crazy fleet. When we're talking about numbers, he's got numbers. Just Orlumbus's guys, like he said, was the 5 grand. That's just Orlumbus and them. We're not talking about Cabbage. We're not talking about Bartolomeo and his crew. We're not talking about everybody else. We're not talking about the Giants. We're not talking about any of those. This is the 5,000 just through Orlumbus.
Like that's
This man
without
has
the
the
minks
numbers.
and all them too. They don't know about the minks
The
yet.
minks, all of that. There's so much,
Yes, there's so much stuff.
and all the shit that he's done. He's fucking with other Yonkos.
Yeah, now if you like, I just like if you just name the shit Luffy has done, like it's undeniable. Like I don't, you can't. From what we know in the story, like the Yonkos haven't done anything that crazy. You
No,
know what I'm saying? No one in this generation has done anything as crazy as Luffy.
and
Like,
Luffy
like
is. Go ahead.
now his baptism in the Grand Line was fucking attacking Water 7. You
Water
know what I'm
7,
saying?
declaring war against the world government.
And what they asked, let all of their ships on fire. You know what I'm saying?
Survive the
And left on
Buster
a
Call.
broken ship.
Survive the
That's
Buster Call.
wild. And in like less than a month later, niggas breaking down of the what is supposedly like an impossible, inescapable prison.
Fort Knox.
Come on now.
It's crazy.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, like I said, like with Luffy's resume, he's definitely a great pirate, but I wouldn't say he's legendary yet. He still needs to put in more
He's close
time.
though.
He's
I
close.
think
Hey,
I feel like
Don't
I
get me
feel like
wrong.
when he
yeah,
take
go
down,
ahead.
I feel like when he take down Kaido, it's gonna be like it's gonna have the effect that Blackbeard had when he fucked up Marco and them during the payback war.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right, that's what I'm saying.
Let me say
Whatever
this
happens
in
to
regards
Wano
to
will solidify his spot because like
Absolutely.
Blackbeard was considered a Yonko after he took two devil fruits or whatever, but it wasn't solidified until he beat Marco and
In the
took
payback
all.
war.
well, the thing is, like, we don't really know when he became a Yonko. Like, cause was it right when he got the devil fruit, or was it?
Yeah, we know because he conquered their land, a lot of Whitebeard's territory. You know, he just took advantage. They seen the display he
Started taking
did.
out
All
commanders.
his whole plan was to become a Yonko. Like he knew what he was doing. Everything he did, he handpicks his soldiers, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it's crazy. But with Luffy, the thing is, like he's finally getting this notoriety as the 5th emperor, but this is just with them not even knowing everything. That's what the point I keep making. Like, just think about if they did know everything.
I mean, me personally, like within the context of the story, it feels fucking fast as hell.
Is it though? 900 chapters in?
Let me.
No, I understand 900 chapters in, but how long has he been a pirate?
Less than 3 years.
I can see what you're saying. Like, yeah.
He started his journey at 17. He's 19. It's been less than 3 years, and my nigga is an emperor. Like what?
He is the 5th emperor of the sea.
Son.
It feels
Yeah, like
shorter because of the time skip, I think.
My opinion on all this, like he's an emperor, and that's his official title, and that's cool. Like that's his status. But when it comes to overall strength,
I agree.
he's not a Yonko yet.
I agree. I agree, Ernst.
Twale said, like after Wano, then I'm gonna be on that ship where it's like, yeah, if he's beating all those guys, because obviously he did a bunch of shit. Like people complaining about his bounty. Yeah, it may be a little too high, but I mean, by how much? 300 million? Whatever. Like, son of
I mean,
Dragon. His
he
brother is
jumped a
Sabo of the
billion. Yeah.
Revolutionaries. You know, he got a brother of Ace, son of Roger. He attacked the
I
world
like.
government. He has poneglyph scratches. They don't know that shit either. He trained with the Dark King
Nah,
for
I
2
just like the way they frame that shit. Like
He
he
didn't get
beat
credit for
two
a
of
lot
her.
of the W's, like defeating Enel. Hold on, I'm almost
Nah,
done.
but
He
I
beat
like the way
Cracker
that.
and Katakuri, both top 5 people on a Yonko's crew.
Nah, but
Yeah.
I like the way Big News framed that shit too. Like when he said he beat two of her commanders ranging from 800 million and a
Yeah.
billion respectively. Like that shit, when you put it like that, like it's undeniable. Like
Undeniable.
that is insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
All those people that say it's
On
too
top of
soon,
the
it's
fact,
really
the
not.
that they blew up her castle. Big Mom has
Yeah.
nowhere to
Yeah.
sleep tonight.
Me, that just makes him
Nah, I
this.
think you got to be
a
you
bad.
like
You know,
I think it just all comes down to what you do. Like most
How
of the
much of
Yonkos
it?
don't make moves against each other.
Mm.
So what Luffy did be
I think the
in a situation
biggest.
where he could only do what he did, being in the generation that he is, and then moving the way that he did. Most of the niggas
So
And you also got to think about it like
Oh,
this, like
successful, and the fact that
he
he
did.
succeeded
so
and convinced people that seemingly had no sort of correlation to each other and had any means to work with each other, that's what makes it so crazy.
I mean,
on
I got
top
an
of that,
issue. I got an issue with people
on,
saying
on,
like Luffy doesn't deserve it because even though he didn't do half the crap Morgans was saying he did, he still He still did shit that got fucking covered up. The
Exactly.
war government covered up and whatnot. Like
It's a give and take.
defeated
Yeah,
fucking
it's a give and take.
like
he defeated Crocodile. He defeated Gecko Moria. Two other fucking warlords.
Yeah.
So it's like he pretty much deserves this.
so like
But I think I feel
Go
like people are mad about the language. You know what I'm saying? Like when they read that he masterminded da 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 whatever. Like
Well, yeah, he didn't do any of that shit.
it's not they're taking it too literal. You know what I'm saying? Like
man was stupid enough to misread his own bounty, but they said he was intelligent enough to plan an assassination.
Yeah.
Like, no,
Yeah.
that don't make no sense.
Like
Yeah,
it was just
but-
like he just
of the few
happened to
lies.
be he just happened to be
I will
aligned
give
with
Luffy
people
this.
that could recognize a good situation and take
I
advantage
will
of
give
that
Luffy
shit.
this.
Like he just nigga is the perfect.
Luffy-
He's playing chess right now and don't even know
Wait,
it.
can y'all hear
That's
each
what I'm
other?
saying.
Y'all talking over each other?
Yeah, we
Oh,
hear
my
you.
fault.
Oh no, Soap's talking? I couldn't hear
Yeah, that's
Soap.
what I'm saying. Twale Soap was talking. I don't think y'all two can hear each other.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
My fault.
Oh, my
Who
fault.
muted who?
No, no,
Yo,
you-
I
no,
totally
I hear
different.
him now.
Oh no.
Is
My
y'all
fault.
good?
Go ahead,
But
Twilight.
yo, we've been talking about just the Fifth Emperor thing quite a lot. Obviously, that's the big news, but there's so much we haven't even talked about yet.
Oh,
Some funny bits. Let's talk about Shirahoshi, who I absolutely hate.
Let's not talk about
I
shit.
don't know. I was gonna say, what's the problem with her, man? Like, why does the community hate her so much?
Because she
Crybaby.
cried too much, like Rebecca. I ain't got time for it.
Because guys don't like tall girls, that's why.
She a fish
I'm
woman.
saying,
like
but
her.
can everybody be some? Everybody can be like Vivi and Princess Jasmine?
Sure they can. Sure they can. But wow.
I mean, she's kind of a walking plot device, to be honest. But I mean, it's okay.
She's like, but like this in the manga stream, he called her. She said he's gonna call me Sissy Hoshi, and in Japanese.
And why the fuck are they letting her go when she's a when she's a weapon? Why are they letting her go?
I don't know. That's actually very dangerous, and
Yeah, Caribou might pull up, try to kidnap her.
Exactly.
Caribou got captured by Drake.
Yeah.
But I mean, Caribou can still be like, oh hey, this chicken Fishman Island,
Yeah, I don't think these niggas are like still locked up. Like Kid, I don't think he's just sitting in a cell right now.
Yo,
that'd be funny if he wasn't.
But I
Kid. I don't know why people hate Kid so much.
I want to touch on everybody's reactions to seeing the news, starting from Crocodile on.
Oh yeah.
And it's just crazy. Crocodile, first of all, still that panel of him kind of looks badass.
I just want to know what he's doing.
He's always had a dope character design.
Yo, he
Cavendish
might
got
be
the
going to
news.
Marijoa.
Randolph, and Dr. Correja got the news.
Like, where he chilling at? What he doing? Just sitting there, all casual, reading the fucking
like
newspaper.
First of all, that
those
looks
ceilings
like
look
a big old office like he had in Alabaster.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, Virgo, those ceilings look the same as when they were in Alabasta. Like I remember that when I was reading it, it had like the black design in the ceiling and shit. Like I don't know, man. He might be
Was
going
Mr. Wonder
to
with him?
Marijoa. He might be royalty.
Croc?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
was
mean,
Mr.
we
Wonder?
don't know his history, and we know there's a whole bunch of parallels with him and Dofi, and we know Dofi was royalty.
Would be crazy if he got his warlord status back again, but that's just me speculating some crazy stuff.
Son, I lose.
Nah, they're gonna
my
abolish the
mind
warlord
that
system.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm thinking.
yo, I just want to look how tight Capone is, bro.
No, I don't
Man
think
has a
he's gonna
vein
abolish
coming
the
out of his
warlord
neck.
system,
He's like under straw hair Luffy. Like as a supernova, that's a huge insult to him.
Oh hell yeah! But it is what it is. You got
Hell
God.
yeah.
His bounty gun.
I mean, every single supernova should be like super salty right now. Like what
Super
the fuck?
salty, but Capone like basically just said Luffy sunned him.
Actually, no.
pretty
Bonnie might be happy about it. She might be like, "Oh yeah, they're kicking ass
She
again."
might. Yeah.
Did you say that when Dofi dropped?
I wanted to make the thumbnail for this. When Vivi's looking at the newspaper and you just got Pell in the back smiling, like, I wonder if that nigga can survive a nuke too. He just chilling back there, smiling.
Yeah, I didn't even realize Pell was in the chapter.
Oh yeah, Pell's in the chapter.
Yo. I hate that dude so
Yo,
much.
swear to God, like yo.
Wait, Pell or Chaka?
Pell, nigga.
Pell.
No, Pell.
How do you hate Pell?
Chaka was cool. I was cool.
Why do you hate Pell?
Saying Chaka, but
Why do you hate Pell? What the
hell
hell?
no.
Pell and Chaka
Pell's
are
dope,
both in it.
Pell has that damn godlike durability feat, bro.
Yeah, bro. Pell's just sitting back there
Nah.
smiling like, damn. I guess Luffy can probably survive nukes too.
Pell's taking nukes and shit. Like, come on,
hey.
biggest durability feat in the series so far.
Yo, pouring out for Sakazuki because every single time we get a panelist, man, he's just heated.
Yo, that nigga stay stressed, son.
That boy,
Bro,
like,
He
damn.
hates his job.
He hates his job, bro. They are always coming at him with some bullshit. He's like what kind
but
of
you know when he got to fight, when he got to fight though, he finna go off.
This nigga about to be red dogging everybody out the war to eliminate this shit. I'm tired of all these damn pirates.
Bro,
He's swinging left and right.
Everybody's getting covered in magma.
Yo, I think the only reason why Coby's still a captain is because Akainu don't fuck with him.
I was gonna fucking say that. Thank you. Yes,
Probably.
bro. I'm pretty sure
Kobe sitting here gripping
at the War of the Best.
I was about to say, because Kobe sitting here gripping whole torpedoes in his bare hands.
With color observation where he's seeing it miles away. Bro,
my niggas be at least a real ass.
Somebody said some of the funniest shit because they was like, when we gonna see Kobe, right? And they were just like,
I said that.
It was you. I think it was, but somebody was like, yo, Kobe's dead. And I was like, what you mean? He was like, he found that nigga after the war. I was just like, you thought I forgot?
Oh yeah, he just said that in Discord or something.
Oh, that's foul.
Nah, I think Vice Admiral, like the rank itself is like kind of vast. Like some of the Vice Admirals are pretty trash, you could say. Like people would say like Maynard is probably trash, the one that Barto bodied. But at the same time, Barto's strong. But I mean, if he's a Vice Admiral, that doesn't mean he's like a top tier Vice Admiral.
Kobe should be like a rear admiral.
Yeah, I thought Kobe would have at least been a rear admiral.
We don't know what his armament's like.
I thought Kobe should have been like a vice admiral. That's too big of a jump. Captain fucking rear admiral.
He should have been a vice admiral. Like a captain, that's disrespectful to me.
Yeah,
I told you that's because of kind of.
What if he ain't doing shit though? What if he just?
Nah, my nigga, he protected.
Yeah, son, he protected. That's what. Yes, nigga, come on, son.
Like, the same incident that made Law a warlord is the same incident that he became a hero from. So it's like he either made a deal with Law or he was throwing hands with Law. So either one, he deserves to be higher than a captain.
Yo.
I don't know. Like Coby was scared of Kairos, y'all. I don't know. Y'all might be putting.
He put
Kobe was like, oh my god, Kairos is so strong.
Yeah, imagine if he stepped next to Katakuri, Coby would have died.
Yeah, he would have been
Oh,
falling in
God.
the hole.
Kobe was like, Cairo, no, Cairo. Oh my god, you're
Harris,
so
oh
strong.
my God, this one-legged bastard strong as
Don't get me
shit.
wrong. Kairos is strong, but I mean, it's Kairos though.
But what it is cool though, Kobe has gotten fame. He's recognized.
Yeah.
Even just being a captain, he's
Yo, but
recognized.
he not even taking credit for his shit though.
He's not, which Kairos
Yep,
pointed out.
just like Luffy, he's recognized as somewhat of a hero, right? Got that hero stuff going on. Luffy's
Yo, how do you feel about
this big
Helmeppo's
old
new
badass
look?
pirate.
I don't know. A lot of people hate Helmeppo. I don't.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
I
don't
used
give
to
a
I mean,
hate
he
his
just
face,
exists
but-
to me. Like, he just fucking exists to me. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on him.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to see him fight Zoro, see what happens.
Also,
He will fucking get slapped.
Helmeppo is
I
tall
think
as
he
hell.
killed those. I think he killed those pirates. They're covered in
Nah,
blood,
he ain't
and his
killing
sword is dripping with blood in this panel. So
I mean, he
savage
killed him.
Helmeppo?
I don't know. I don't know if he cut like that. I don't
Nah, he
know.
ain't killing no pirates.
I don't
He
know.
ain't real.
That nigga's clearly fast because he caught up and tied all them niggas by the time Kobe
That
landed.
is true. Yeah, by the time he deflected that torpedo, he caught up and took down all the pirates.
In the span of like 2 years, Kobe grew like 6 inches and fucking went from like fodder to like
That's
vice
what,
admiral.
like, yo, what is going on? What is God doing to this nigga, man? Like,
I don't know what the fuck
yo.
he eating.
I don't know, bro. He got him in a new world gym, bro. Give him one more year, and he finna really come out the new world
hear
gym like
me
they all
now.
do, and they come out with giant necks.
Son, hear me now, quote me later, my nigga. Hear me now, quote me later. Kobe finna be the MVP of Reverie. I'm telling you.
You really?
Yes,
I don't know about
feel
that.
it in my bones. Nah, I know it, nigga. Hear me now, quote me later.
No,
Why would Kobe have any relevance?
no way,
If
Most.
I'm honest,
He ain't got it like that. He bodied a few fodder pirates. He ain't got it like that.
I think Kobe is
like
actually
that,
going to
nigga.
get wrecked by somebody.
No, I'm saying, why would
Nah.
Kobe be in the Reverie? He's not.
Nah, he's gonna
I
be
mean, he's
protecting that
he's
shit.
protecting Viola. He's protecting
Yeah,
Viola.
he's on his way. He's on his way. Yeah, he's escorting them now.
Yeah.
Yo, but
Speaking of Viola, goddamn.
yo,
He's gonna be somewhere in the city.
Let's talk
Yeah,
about
no,
how
Viola,
those
she-
fodder pirates realized she was top five.
Number one princess, of course.
Top 5.
They were like, "Yo,
nah, I still know VV got a special place in my
They
heart.
was like,
but Viola,
Viola,
Viola the baddest princess we've had.
I mean, she fights. She has daggers. She dances. She's bad as fuck. She has a devil fruit that's popping as shit. She's number one princess.
true."
Nah,
I mean,
but
she's number one princess. We all know who the queen is.
Vivi.
No, I mean,
Oh no, nigga, Boa Hancock.
Yeah, Boa.
nah,
Boa number one babe, but that's not.
nah,
That's not
really.
That's big facts.
What? Yo, do you think
I
she's gonna
digress.
like? I don't know. She might join
Yo,
the
do
fleet.
y'all think
What the fuck is Boa doing anyways?
Boa Hancock, of course, Boa. Yeah, honestly, she probably gonna read the newspaper and be pissed that she ain't.
Yeah,
she
well,
ain't
why
get
did we
offered,
see like her
you know what I'm saying?
reaction and shit? She probably would have been like fucking rushing out the
Wait. Eris had a
pussy and
question.
shit.
What were you gonna ask?
I was gonna say, do y'all think Blackbeard found him a lady? You know, he was trying to get Bonnie. She was like, nah. Y'all think he found him a lady?
Nah, he ain't found him a lady. He probably out here boozing and sleeping around.
Nigga, get some better tea first.
like some people are saying, not to skip to Blackbeard or anything, but some people are saying like that might not be Aokiji with Blackbeard. It might be someone else.
Nah, I'm pretty sure he got like 1 or 2 hoes that's braiding his beard. So
like braiding his beard,
feeding them grapes. And
yo,
shit.
shout out to Von Auger in the back too. Von Auger, the man who's gonna kill Yassop. I digress.
Chill.
This is gonna be a long ass. This
Chill,
is gonna be
what the
this
fuck?
break is gonna be.
Wait. Have you never heard me say that?
Y'all stop disrespect. Come on.
Yassop is going to be killed by Von Auger.
Chill. I don't
That'd
hear
be
that
so
slander.
poetic. That'd be so.
That'd be trash. No.
And then when he finally fights Usopp,
Because then that means
emotion behind it.
Yeah, he won't be scared at all. He'll be one. He'll
Exactly,
be fighting like
killed by
Zoro,
daddy.
basically.
So also Morgan's now about to be killed by Big Mom.
He ain't getting touched. Come on now.
wait, you said who's being killed by Big Mom?
Morgan's going to the Holy Land.
Camera nigga and
Yeah, he not gonna get touched. Come on now. We know he not gonna get
Like I
touched.
said, Morgan Morgan's is going to the Holy Land for protection. He's disgusting.
Yeah. But so hey, it was funny. Eris, before the rest of y'all popped in, Eris said, Shanks is only wants to see Luffy now because Luffy got clout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shanks
that's
don't
a
want his fucking
fact.
He
had
quote
that.
unquote he a gold digging ass nigga. I was
Now-
looking at the old shit, right? Like
Shanks would be
basically,
like, I didn't even
when is
have that.
Shanks gonna meet him? When? And then it all revolves around great. When you become a great pirate. Oh, when you're a great pirate like
Now,
me,
what
I'm
if-
gonna surpass you and
what if
become a
Shanks
great
got a
pirate.
BB
Shanks
card
was
in, like, a
talking
straw hat
about
or something?
being a Yonko. So this nigga wouldn't have met Luffy unless he was a Yonko. They even asked him at Marineford, hey man, don't you want to see him? It's been 10 years. No, because if I do see him right now, it's what did he say? Like it'll break the promise. It'll break the promise. So
Yeah.
this nigga just wait until
So he said.
becomes
So he
Yonko.
said, when you become a great pirate, come
He
see
meant
me
a
in the
Yonko.
sky.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Yeah, no, Shanks straight clout
Shanks
chasing
I
out
want to
here.
confirm.
so does
Shanks I wanna
Shanks
confirm.
believe that Luffy is currently a great pirate?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's exactly what
Yeah,
I'm
he's a
saying.
Yonko.
he's on his
So
way to be.
He implied at Marineford he was not a great pirate.
He already is a great pirate. Look all the shit he's done.
so now.
What defines a great pirate, right? Numbers, territory, like physical strength,
no.
feats.
It's literally
Territory?
an emperor
Nah.
to Shanks. Even when
I think it's
Garp talks about it, he says
prestige.
the 4 greatest
I'm
pirates,
sorry,
they
no,
refer
Shanks.
to him as the Yonko.
Shanks, Katakuri is 48, right? He been around a while, so I'm pretty sure Shanks knows of Katakuri, right? He sees in the paper Luffy beat Cracker and Katakuri. He's like, I gotta go see this nigga.
Like that nigga faded me before. Luffy, where you at?
Yeah.
Oh no.
What you do, bro? How you
Oh,
get past
no.
that future side B? No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
Katakuri faded me before.
Oh no.
No, bro.
Oh man,
It's crazy though, and it's so cool. Big Mom
Kaido
out for
was
blood.
safe.
This is going to end up
Nah,
being.
Kaido was sitting there confused. He was like, I thought I was finna catch the fade, nigga. What the heck?
Yeah, where the fuck was that dragon reaction though? We didn't see dragon.
Oh, we didn't see Dragon. We didn't see Smoker.
We didn't see Zoro
that's
in
what
them.
that's what I think what's gonna happen next chapter. We're gonna get a bit of Reverie stuff, and then we're gonna see more people like
More
the Supernovas, and then the last one we're gonna see is Zoro reacting to it, and yeah, he might be covered up in bandages or something.
Zoro
I wanted
about
to see the rest of the Straw
Zoro
Hats
about
getting
to
their
Dragon's gotta see it. He's gotta. You know, somebody. You seen what happened when Ivankov
I just know Usopp's gonna be shit himself. I can't wait to see Usopp's face. That shit is gonna be.
I want to
great.
see the rest of the Straw Hats get their bounties because it doesn't make any sense why the fuck Sanji got like a big ass bounty crease while doing nothing.
huge.
Nah, it's because of his name. It's because of who he is.
You don't get like no 100 million bounty increase because of his name.
It's
Nah.
let's be real, yo. It's a combination of a bunch of stuff.
So yeah, we gotta
Like,
get Garp. We gotta get
fucking
Boa.
Nami got to get one.
My man got 153 million bounty increase because his name is Vince Smoke.
That's crazy.
Yeah, son.
That's
And
trash. Niggas want to say Sanji greater than Zoro.
And now for you Sanji fucking fans,
You
you
gotta
guys get your 1 W for a week.
That's in the W. He didn't do shit.
They don't even want it, Virgo. They are
They
mad
do
about
want
it.
it.
They are
They do
furious.
want
Bro, he didn't even do shit to
I
get
got
it.
messaged
Oh, come
so
on, man.
much. Sanji's higher than Zoro.
You know why? Because it passively says this nigga needed it anyways. Here you go.
Yeah, like he
That's
really
why
didn't do
they
shit
got a
and got a power up anyway. It's kind of crazy.
And
I got niggas telling me
Yeah,
that he's gonna
yeah,
give the raid
him-
suit to Frankie and Usopp and shit.
Usopp,
I'm
yeah, I
like,
keep
what
hearing
the
Yeah,
hell?
him
No, I just
getting
think,
that.
like,
Him
I
getting
just
that.
say that 'cause I think
First
it'd
of
be
all,
hilarious.
they probably
if
can't
Usopp-
even wear that because it says number 3.
That
Whatever.
raid suit is an L in
Frankie,
itself.
Frankie can hack that shit.
but I'm gonna say
I just
Like
think
Sanji
it'd be
gonna be getting
hilarious.
his.
What's gonna end up
No, go
happening
ahead.
is that
Usopp
he's gonna
is
be in a
sitting there
dire
rocking.
situation in Wano, and he's gonna be like, "Fuck it, I need to swallow my pride." He's gonna put it on.
Hell, trash as fuck.
That's
Garbage.
Yep.
But I just think it'd be hilarious to see Usopp rocking a suit that says the number 3 on it.
Frankie and Usopp can reverse engineer it to make multiple raid suits for everybody else.
That'd be ridiculous.
I never
Shout
thought
out
of
to the
that.
20 people watching this, Liddy.
I'm
So
saying,
is Carrot
I
joining
thought
the
of
crew now?
that.
I guess.
my nigga Frankie got Vegapunk technology. He can definitely.
Vega got the Vegapunk. Vega's got
I'm
the
saying-
Vegapunk. Frankie's got the Vegapunk tech.
I'm saying, but if he can decipher Vegapunk's like notes and technology and shit, I'm pretty sure he can decipher German.
Yeah, without a doubt, Frankie should be able to do something like that. Him and Frankie combined, putting their brains together, they should. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I agree with what Johan Angry just said in the chat.
That's
Marco
crazy.
probably is going to join the crew, giving Luffy even more clout.
Marco the Mink
Marco?
Samurai.
Marco
Marco?
the Phoenix.
Nah.
But the thing is, if Marco
Yeah.
joins, what the hell is the Remnants gonna do? Like, are they just gonna
They're
disband?
gonna
They're
be-
gonna join too.
Hold
they're
on,
gonna
hold
be
on.
Scott
all-
Crew's gonna join the crew.
All
They're
the
gonna
niggas
join
gonna join the crew?
Why not?
not?
No,
bro?
they're gonna
That's
join
like
the
14
crew.
Everybody gonna join the
niggas.
crew at this point. Shit.
Do you mean
Everybody gonna join the crew at this
Already-
point. Shit.
They already, yeah, they are.
Do
They
you mean the
already have
ally or
that
the
connection
crew?
with Luffy. Just
Nah, he's
purely
talking
through
about the
Ace.
fleet.
Purely through Ace. And
Oh,
they,
the
if you
fleet.
think
They're gonna
back
join
to
the
how
fleet,
how he
yeah.
earned all that respect back when Whitebeard was like,
No.
everybody support Straw Hat. And they were like, yo, Pops really sees something in him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they finna do it. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Once
yeah.
they
I
see
can
they
see them
got-
joining the fleet, but I don't
No,
see all of them
no,
joining
yeah.
the crew. Maybe
No,
one
they're not
joining
gonna
the crew.
join the crew.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
hell no, they ain't gonna join the
So
crew.
so we were wondering how
Has Carrot already joined the crew?
we were wondering how the weaker Straw Hats were
No,
gonna
it's not
fare
confirmed.
if they even got one-on-one. So if they get one-on-one
Carrot?
with Wano's, Nami is fucking
Yeah.
set.
Oh yeah, Nami's stacked
Every
right
fight
now.
Nami has is going to be 2-on-1.
Yeah, no, Nami's the most broken right now.
Yeah.
Nigga, she's making
Nami-
it rain on Kaido. Like,
Nigga,
what
she
you
just
mean?
got a Yonko's left hand. Nigga, what?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she's
And what I'm
literally.
saying,
That's-
bro,
that's
but
literally-
you're not just fighting her using the climb attack. He can separately fight on his own without her, and she can fight with the climb attack.
That's
It's a
almost. Yeah,
it's a
that's
2-on-1
almost.
every time she
That's
fights.
almost as equal as somebody stealing one of Blackbeard's devil fruits. Almost as equal.
Wow.
We literally have Big Mom's left hand just punching Kaido whenever. Like, what the fuck is going on?
ridiculous.
And watch Nami still not doing
Now,
shit.
now that's a
Watch her
where
still not
they're
doing
gonna
anything
any
though.
situation because Nami's gonna
Nah,
fucking
see,
make it rain
listen.
thunderbolts.
The
No,
amount of
watch Oda still not make them do
now,
anything. Watch.
like
Right.
she could take out hordes of niggas now.
If
Like
we-
insane amount of niggas.
Yeah,
If we
Boomer
have
got a point,
another
though.
Oars,
Wait,
like if we
sorry,
have
what-
another Oars
Because
situation,
if you think about it, like the Straw Hats are already really strong. Chopper is really strong. Brook is really strong. Nami's really strong. But it's like they don't do shit, so it's like we can't see them. You know,
Yo, bro.
even though she got Zeus, it's like she's not going to do anything with her. Probably
like half the damn time and just kill niggas.
Chopper's probably already awakened.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
look,
Seriously, just
he
need to do
clearly,
that
he
more
clearly
often.
look. He just gave Usopp observation hockey,
Yep.
Sanji a raid suit, Nami fucking Zeus. Like he's stacking these niggas clearly because we're about to go to fucking war.
right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I
That's
wish.
what I'm saying. Like Wano is going to be a full-out war in which we're not running away. We're not going to get somebody to go away. No, we're going to kick Kaido out and open up Wano's borders. So
Yep.
she's going to put in work with Zeus, bro. Just like Sanji's going to man up and put on that.
One could only
I-
hope.
yeah,
I
the
would
thing
be
is,
the
y'all
happiest
gotta
man.
remember, Robin was broken before she joined the crew.
That's
When
what
she
I'm
joined
saying.
the crew, they ain't have her doing shit. Like she could just break niggas' necks, do all this shit. Just
If,
no
if,
different
if
niggas.
Robin
no
had
different.
armament, I'd be very. I did a video on it about
Yeah, I saw that thumbnail.
yeah about the her having
Yeah.
Rokushiki techniques.
I just hope Oda doesn't do
Oh
that.
my
to us,
god!
where
If
he
Robin
just
had
turned on
Roku
and
Shiki
doesn't
techniques,
do
Jesus
shit.
Christ,
Think about her 1,000 finger pistols.
Jesus
Is
Christ.
Carrot is so pretty much Carrot's already part of the crew, right? So that's another force.
That's
Because
I
her
really
Sulong
think
form,
so. She's going.
her Sulong is still like
Yo, Virgo, if Robin gets Armament Hockey, she can literally, if you don't pay attention, and you can't, I mean, she can literally just break
Yeah,
niggas'
how
necks.
are you avoiding the
Like,
next?
hockey or not. I mean, like, if they're a
Frankie
Logie, yeah.
is doping himself. Frankie's just a smart guy. Given
wanna
him
see
prep time,
all
he
the
can deal
Straw
with damn
Hats
near any
in it.
situation.
in an extreme diff
Yeah.
fight. All of them.
Imagine when
Straw
that.
Hats are force.
Look,
Straw Hats
Frankie's
are force.
Frankie's
I just
already
remembered
building
something.
weapons and shit.
You just remember
Imagine
something?
when the Mink army goes Sulong, like the entire Mink army.
They're running.
Don't fight these niggas in a
Just
full mode.
imagine
Don't do it.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man, because Peckham's went too long and he didn't do shit. So it's like
Nah,
Hey,
but
that was
Peckham wasn't
embarrassing.
trained.
That was embarrassing.
Peckham wasn't trained, though.
Peckham's
I'm
was
talking about-
they were still like
I'm talking
Peckham.
about-
So guys, is
The
Peckham,
only person who
Talk
can
about the
control you
Musketeers.
is Pedro Peckham's.
is Peckham's dead?
Yeah,
Probably.
Peckham's dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Peckham's didn't do shit when he went too long.
Oh,
He's got
somebody said, I think it was Theory who said, Peckham's and Sanji has the same bounty now.
Wow,
Probably.
330 million, yeah.
that's true. But
If that is the
Oh, that
case,
is
maybe
true,
that
that is
implies
true.
Peckham's died. He replaces bounty.
Yeah,
I don't know.
wow, this guy. So,
Yeah,
so
that
What a
was
shitty way to go out.
Brooke didn't
Yeah,
get
that
an
sucks.
increase yet.
Well, no, because everything Brooke did was inconspicuous. Like Brooke did everything on the low.
Even though he was still there, I feel like the other members should at least get a raise just for
Like,
being.
if they knew what Brook did, Brook would have had his bounty increase would have been stupid.
They don't know about the poneglyphs.
They don't know that he fought Big Mom 101 and slept with her.
Maybe Oda wanted to give Sanji some more shine. You know, he didn't want to show other people's bounty. Because what if they pass up Sanji's bounty?
The most Sanji was standing on
like
fucking
he got the
table.
raid suit and he passed up Zoro, and it's Vinsmoke dead or alive.
Yeah,
bruh, he stood on the table and got a raid suit. That's what happened.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not right now. I'm not gonna have a.
Don't forget about the cake.
I'll have a cake discussion another day because
the fucking cake, yo.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
The cake was good, my nigga. The cake was good.
Wow.
I see what y'all are getting on.
30 chapters. 30 chapters. 30 chapters.
We already knew the cake was gonna be good. I mean,
but the cake
yes, Twale.
He in the Matrix right now.
It didn't make her automatically forgive them, which niggas hated. It didn't.
Can't be buying mics from T-Pain, man.
You say you can't be buying mics from T-Pain. I'm done.
I would say these are my fucking Samsung.
He said the cake knocked out a Yonko though, long enough for the escape. Bitch was hallucinating. Job the God. Only reason they got away is because Chiffon was smart and ended up taking her to an island far away. Had she been any closer, like they had originally agreed, Luffy and them would currently be sitting at the bottom.
Actually, hold on, y'all. Because if she didn't eat the cake, Luffy probably wouldn't have got all that clout. Probably would have took away a little bit.
Why not? She would have been starving.
Perhaps Big Mom, because she would have wrecked everything there, and it probably would have took away a bit from Luffy.
Yeah,
it'd have been
only when it comes to defeating Big Mom. That's all I'm talking about.
It would have been even more because then it would have been like, yo, he caused Big Mom to defeat her own pirates. Like if she goes around eating everybody and killing everybody, like what? The Big Mom pirates are done. Like it's a wrap. And I just want
to know why there were two separate panels in two different chapters where we had the same ending with him making that fuck ass face, saying let's make a cake that make Big Mom faint.
And the only thing that really fucked up is once she regained her consciousness, the homies and shit regained their ability
and then it became a problem.
Yeah, and then that's when the cannon started aiming better and shooting better. Nami couldn't distract them like, hey, go that way. Like, nah, them shits was hitting a target. Like, I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
Hey, let's leave that to past. Yeah. We're on a bigger and better thing.
Yeah, we're on the bigger. We're on the new and exciting arcs, man. Like this arc was a roller coaster. Let's leave it at that.
But now that we have a new one, shout out to Reverie. I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. Congratulations, everybody. You made it 2 years. Congratulations, all of y'all.
Yo, what a 2 years, man.
It's so long.
Yo, give yourself a round of applause. You know, we had some ups and downs. We had, like I said, friendships were ruined. Niggas got into arguments. Sanji.
Yo, to be honest though, it was really entertaining because all them streams, because they were so usually streams are kind of like people just agreeing, unless it's about power scaling. Yes. Usually everybody's just agreeing with each other, but
so many arguments
was like so fucking funny.
So many arguments.
Whole cake stirred a lot of shit.
Be it Dustin's streams, be it my streams, be it anybody's streams, King of Lightning. Everybody was so controversial. Week in and week out. There was not really much.
Yeah, man. There was no uniformity and agreement over this arc. That was the best part about it.
Brago, I'm not saying the whole cake was bad.
Yes, it was.
No, that shit was
Whole Cake wasn't bad. I liked Whole Cake.
I love Whole Cake.
Whole Cake had good moments, some great moments, but overall, this shit was bad.
Like overall,
I disagree.
Okay, so the first half of Whole Cake, the first half of Whole Cake was perfect. It was great.
Gripes. Yeah, but
after the cake fell, it was pretty bad. Let's be honest.
Hey, Grim,
was just all over the
link
place.
is on Discord. Go get it, nigga.
it dragged in certain areas.
Yeah, the pacing in the second half is really what ruined it for me personally. Like, if it was faster paced, it would have been a lot better. If it wasn't ending off on the same fucking cliffhanger almost every chapter, it would have been a lot better.
Yeah, he wanted to like wrap things up.
And then 900 was just like the
right?
icing on the fucking, was just like the trash, the garbage juice on top of the
The
cake.
garbage juice sounds just like BMC. I was wondering where he was at. I wanted him to come
Y'all some savages.
900 was so. Oh my god, 900 was trash.
Yo, but no, I mean, okay, we won't talk about that. We got to talk about. So I guess y'all hate Dressrosa too. Yes, we.
I mean, not to go back in the past, but
I didn't.
Perhaps category should have won.
But reading it week to week, unless you're a Dofi fanboy, I'm not saying any names. But reading it week to week, it was tough.
Hell yeah.
It was pretty tough.
Bro, whole cake.
But I have no
best
doubts
part
that when
most
you
times
read it
skip.
all together, it'll probably be a lot better.
Oh shit! What's up, Grim?
Yo,
Here we go.
bro,
What do you think?
I hope we don't go full
sus.
sus.
He said, "Don't go full sus. Leave him alone. This man can't ever come in here."
Hey, that's what happened last time. But anyways, yeah, go ahead, man.
Hey, Grim, I have not gotten to talk to you at all and got your take on
hating
this
on whole
chapter.
cake and shit.
Tell me what you think about the chapter.
Speak to him.
Speak to
We
me.
all know the chapter was great, top 10 out
Yep.
of 10 type shit. But the arc, my nigga, the arc is the best post time skip, man. What is
Huh?
the
Oh yeah, I agree.
Oh my
I
god.
agree.
The art?
I
The
agree.
art?
There's been no narrative post time skip that's been unraveled in such a manner that out of any point, especially in Dressrosa. Dressrosa had huge issues with the Tontadas dragging on the storyline, even though they set things up for later on in terms of developing things. That had nothing on Whole Cake, man. Whole Cake talk about the bomb from fucking all the way Fishman Island, fucking find out about the true strength of Yonko and shit, finding out about Roger, finding another poneglyph and shit like that. Like the things that unraveled in Whole Cake, not to mention the fights and the strength and the top tier guys and the revolution
fights?
for the future that we got in Whole Cake.
The fights, really?
Everything was top fit, bro. I'm talking about get out of here with
The
that
fights?
shit, yo. What's going on?
The fights?
It was dope, but I mean, me personally,
How would you go to complain about the Tontadas, but then like
I'm
ignore all the other
being
shit?
biased. You said Grim with some facts and cancer in one sentence.
How would you go to complain about the Tontadas, but then ignore all the other shit? In fucking Whole Cake Island.
But wait. I mean, my favorite personally.
How about the multiple chapters of?
Because Zo was dope, and like it was one of the best moments for me. Obviously, Rizzo was safe. A lot of people's top 5 moments. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, Rizzo safe is an amazing moment.
That art and the category versus Luffy
You
fight.
got the minks on your side. Found out them niggas are searching for Mark.
I think Whole Cake Island, in terms of an emotional aspect, is what makes it such an amazing arc. Because from week to week, none of us as a community knew what the fuck was going on.
That's true. Hey, somebody easy bake oven going off. But yeah, and it's kind of we made all these theories and thought about all these things, and half the goddamn time we were wrong.
Yeah, I thought Sanji was gonna get like a full fight, but instead I got him off guard.
I thought he was gonna fight Ichiji for the longest time. I was like, Sanji's about to fight Ichiji.
However, I did know he needed something, and that something was a raid suit.
I was like, Sanji's fighting Ichiji right now. It's gonna happen.
Hey, Tale, how long I've been telling you that Jimbei's the strongest straw hat, bro? How long I've been saying that? And what was confirmed several times, my nigga?
Wait.
Uh-oh.
This nigga just brought some cancer.
You said it multiple times.
This nigga Grim hopped right in with the cancer.
You think Grim is stronger than like Luffy? I mean, not Grim, but you think fucking Jimbei's stronger than Luffy?
You think Jimbei's stronger than Luffy?
I've thought that for a while.
You think he is?
It's been like verified several times in this arc, I think. Not only with Luffy trusting.
You think it's been verified in this arc?
Protecting the rear of the fleet just now. Also,
I agree with Grim until this nigga was getting future sight and doing all this extra shit. Then I'm like, and then Jimbei was like, oh man, we're in trouble now when they were getting surrounded. I'm like, nigga, what? You were Jimbei, jump in the water and do something. That nigga was just fretting the whole time, so I had to put him down a little bit.
Nigga, if you don't make a big ass whirlpool, nigga.
I don't really see like the negative. Like we could point out some things that Jimbei didn't do when he could have done, but there are so many things times 15 that Luffy should have done or should be doing, and he still doesn't do, and he hasn't done. So I don't necessarily think that's a reason to drop him down, or else we would drop Luffy down, wouldn't we?
Yeah, but
Wait, that doesn't mean
I mean,
Luffy's
Luffy got the
weaker than
gains
Jimbei.
though.
That
Did you
doesn't
do
mean
that with
Luffy's weaker than
Katakuri?
Jimbei.
Without a doubt, we did that with Katakuri. Katakuri showed us an amazing amount of stuff, and then when Luffy hit him less than 15 times in the fight that we saw, that brings him down. But that doesn't mean that he couldn't like. That's something that like that's a property of his body. He couldn't take more hits. But with Jimbei and Luffy, like for example, Luffy makes a decision to go fight some people and half the crew gets fucked up, or like Luffy makes a decision to do something else and then the ship gets destroyed. We have to get a new ship. Something like that you could avoid. That's on him. Jimbei, sure, we can say, oh, Jimbei should have fucking lifted the sea up and sunk Big Mom's fleet because he's the Great Sea Knight. Sure, we could assume he could do that. That's fine. But let's not take things away from things that they can't control, man. Like, if you get what I'm saying.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, we all know what you're saying.
But I just don't see how he can be stronger than Luffy, especially with Luffy's increased observation.
Yeah.
As well as he's got stronger during that fight, and we know he's multiple ways of fighting now, both offensively, defensively, and speed wise. I don't really see how Jimbei can deal with that.
I mean, I could convince you, but I think we'd rather talk about this chapter, though, wouldn't we?
Grim, my nigga, my nigga, you're right.
This nigga is the gun.
Born in the Ketzer.
I mean, go ahead.
Molded by it.
Molded by it.
You only adopted the cancer.
Hey,
Who do you guys think?
Talk to Rocco, Grim. You think you're spitting nonsense?
Who do you
he said I'm spitting, bro. All right. So then I do gotta explain it real fast. All right. So whenever Luffy got to this stage of being able to fight guys like Katakuri, Doflamingo, Crop, or whatever like that, people have already been there. People have been doing that for a long ass time. Jinbei is a concept like that. He's fought guys like Ace, all kinds of people confronted Akainu several times. There are different things and different accolades and feats that he has, and not only does he have like actual feats on the screen, but he has acknowledgement from other top tiers in the verse. And I'm not talking about like guys like Luffy or Sanji. I'm talking about Whitebeard, Sengoku, Big Mom, all said that he was a prize member of their crew and shit like that. Whitebeard arrived to the fight where Jimbei and Ace was to go help Jimbei, to go find out what the fuck Jimbei was doing. Big Mom made a huge ass deal and told us an entire speech about how he's a prized possession that she has, and that it's very, very valuable that she has a fish man underneath her crew or whatever. All kinds of accolades that people give him verbally. And to me, it doesn't seem correct to have Luffy coming up the ranks, and then because he can fight a bunch of strong guys, just like other people have been fighting strong guys, and he's just stronger than them because we get to see how fast his punches or how long his kicks go or whatever. We know what the Sea Knight does. We know what his powers are. We've been shown what his powers are. I don't think Luffy can beat them. Even in Fishman Island, we saw how superior Fishman Karate is than to what Luffy can do. Even in a hypothetical, we could go into a fight.
I used to think Jimbei was over Luffy and the rest of the Straw Hats until Luffy's like growing this much with, like Virgo said, obviously the future sight and the like Gear 4 gains like Snake Man and shit. Like now I don't really see it. I'm not saying he's arming a leg.
And then his durability, like the man was getting his ass beat for like
he has
how
so
long?
many
Like a full
natural
day and
like
was still fine?
advantages in fights. Like he's immune to
Like his
lightning.
durability is just
Like,
crazy. I don't see
insane. And this nigga
I don't see
like,
Jimbei doing like some. Oh, you can go ahead, man.
oh yeah, I'm basically all set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got it.
I would just say I don't see like what kind of significant damage Jimbei is doing to Luffy. Like this man is just a fucking tank. And then at the same time, I don't see how the fuck Jimbei is tanking a King Kong gun.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
tanking a King Kong.
But that's not the name of this discussion.
He's tanking that?
It is not called a Jimbei versus Luffy. It is called Chapter 903. So we're gonna go back from that for a little bit. But Graham, I wanted to ask you what you think about Coby. And
bro, when that nigga said, "Krios, you look strong," I was like, "You trash."
I just brought that up.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying too.
He
Like, come on, dude.
Yo, Graham, I said if he saw Katakuri, he would die.
That's what I'm saying. He would have started foaming at the mouth. This guy's strong. You ain't seen
that nigga would have felt like a fodder on Whitebeard's crew when Shanks came.
Oh,
bro, only the
foaming at the mouth, bro.
Coby, bro. He better say some different shit.
Yo, go on. Yes, I know Kairos is strong, but I'm saying compared to some of these other guys out here, Coby is nothing.
Didn't Luffy say the same shit when he saw Kairos?
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What's the problem?
I mean, like,
Yeah.
how strong do y'all think he is?
Nah, that boy Coby was blushing and everything.
He's strong enough to beat a nigga with one leg while the ground was waving.
Well, yeah, that's true. Diamante
He's strong
weak
enough
ass
to.
power.
He's strong enough to never lose in like 3,000 Coliseum fights. Like,
Hey, don't get it twisted, y'all. I said back then, he's
I'm not
strong,
saying
but it's Kairos. Like I said, if that was somebody that
calm
likes
down.
Kairos is strong.
I really don't understand what that statement means. Like, he is a man with one leg that fought while the ground was moving.
Bro, he fought Diamante, man.
Yeah.
Come on. Diamante.
I don't, I know Diamante is scrub, but like, by no means should a nigga with one leg be able to beat a motherfucker that can make the ground move.
Shanks is probably the strongest person in the verse. He got one arm.
That boy Kairos, and he don't be playing
That
that
ain't got nothing to do with balance, old boy.
Hey, he's right though. He's on one leg with an unstable surface.
That nigga don't be playing. Get him a pig leg, please, so I can put him.
Yeah, he's strong. He's strong, but it's like compared to everybody else.
Like niggas teaching observation hockey as a toy. Like that.
And he looked like Dragon.
Yo, beyond sauce, I agree. Law should have given Kairos a leg.
Facts.
Yeah, Law.
Nigga, wait a minute. All this time, Leo should have stitched him one. Whatever.
Anyways,
word.
Like Shanks, why you still got one arm, Shanks?
Nah, Oda probably saving that moment.
For real.
Oda probably saving that moment. Arm, anything.
Watch Kiros get 2 legs when we need him to, and that nigga finna pop off.
Yeah, Aokiji lose a leg, he get one right back. Peril Sparrow, he get one right back. These niggas act like they can't find a damn sea stone arm or leg.
Now Oda's waiting for it then.
Yo, but I really like that. I like that. So y'all know I hate Rebecca, but I did like this interaction between her and Coby, which is really funny. And she's like, "Oh, do you like Lucy?" I don't know why she's still calling him that, by the way. But do you like? Because clearly it says it in the fucking paper what his name is. But okay. Do you like Lucy? She's like, we can talk about it. So she's like, it's okay, I won't tell, even though you damn near will lose your job.
The 2 pink-haired motherfuckers about to get together.
Right. Somebody was talking about like, yeah, Coby gonna be smashing Rebecca. No, he ain't ready.
He ain't ready.
Nah, he ain't ready yet.
He ain't ready.
Coby, my nigga, but he ain't ready.
Hey man, he can't handle no coochie if he's still getting intimidated by Cairo's presence.
Oh god.
Y'all niggas is on some necks right now, bro.
I wanted to ask this of y'all before the shit unravels in like the next 50 chapters and shit. If another Yonko crew comes up on all our forces, what happens?
You said all of our forces?
All the forces?
Like any force that you want to consider to be ours, doesn't matter how fictional or headcanon it is, put them all together in one place. If another Yonko
it depends on it. Honestly, Grim, it depends on how Oda writes what the Yonko's doing.
I think
don't give me no like plot hack shit for Luffy. I'm asking you. In terms of sensibility, without the plot hacks. For another Yonko
in terms of sensibility, what he has now plus what he acquired it with the Minx and all that.
Yeah.
And getting Marco's help.
He should barely be even.
I think we lose.
I think
it goes back to what I said earlier. I don't think Luffy's strength over Raw's Yonko level, and that's gonna be heavy on the tipping scale.
I think it's barely.
You can make an argument. Luffy's not even really first commander level, to be honest.
Thank you.
That's gonna change now.
That's why I said, that's why I said we'd lose.
I mean,
you beat Katakuri,
we won't get washed when we see him next.
We won't get washed, but
it's like he beat Katakuri and Cracker, but he needed a lot of help to do both of those things. So it's like,
yeah,
but he's gonna get stronger, but as a result of that, we don't know what that jump's gonna look like, but it's obviously gonna be
like.
Stronger what? Like a Zenkai boost or something?
Is a huge reveal.
So he always gets stronger after the fight. You know
all kinds of Marines, all kinds of bad guys with pirates and shit. We should get a lot more like heat on us. So like, I'm wondering, do you guys think we'll be able to deal with it if something crazier happens, like on the road or some shit?
I think so.
Oh, like us, like the Straw Hats, right? Like Luffy and them moving to Wano. If they got intercepted?
No, I'm just saying like.
Saying you get the whole squad together and you're challenged once again.
The whole squad, Jimbei,
Even the fleet?
Zoro, Usopp, even
Even
the
the fleet?
fleet. Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
said
Yeah,
anything you can put.
everybody, Eyeless
Everybody.
Peckham's, everyone.
Even the Kung Fu Doggins, nigga, everybody.
Going up
whatever you
against
wanna
who?
do.
This
Kung
nigga
Fu
said the
dongs.
Kung Fu Dugongs.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to ask you because, like,
Yeah.
if you think about it, the only one that we've seen like almost clearly, and we still have a bunch of forces that we don't know about, is Big Mom. And even Whitebeard, we know he has tremendous forces and shit, a tremendous amount of forces. We're gonna get all of them. So, like, what about the
Nah,
niggas that exist right now?
I think we still lose, to be honest.
Nah, I think it's
That's-
barely
I
even.
think until I believe that he can
I think
actually
we
take down
gotta.
a
I think we
Yonko,
gotta
you
like.
lose.
I'm with
You
Virgo.
lose.
If you take
Nah,
into
I think we
account,
gotta.
like,
Until,
already,
until we can all agree
100%.
that he could take down a Yonko, he has to lose.
Nah, I think he's gonna take a 20. I think they got a 20% chance, and that's all they need.
Because if you can't
It's
ratio
not like-
1 to
it's
1
not-
that
That's an
Yonko,
interesting number.
that's
So
a huge problem.
No,
Think
I'm
about
just
it like
like I'm
this.
trying to fuck the number. I'm just saying, like,
you
it's
forces
not
and the
it's
Yonko is
not a
left alone,
guarantee. It's not they get washed. Is what I'm telling you.
It's
They have the
like
forces
Shanks.
and the right people to hang on. Is what I'm trying to put
It's
to you.
like Shanks versus Blackbeard, right? Blackbeard and Shanks fight, their crews fight. Oh, Shanks came out of the fucking closet. He beat up Blackbeard. Now you got a big ass problem on your hands because you got a fucking Yonko still alive. And that's not 100%, but that's kind of what happened with Marco Reminitz and Blackbeard crew. You know, they were at a huge loss though. You know, Taj, Ace, Whitebeard. It's just, you know, one arm Jozu is just crazy. That's why they got to leave.
Because does anybody else think Big Mom is the weakest Yonko?
Yeah.
no.
No.
You don't think so? You don't
Hell
think so?
no.
Yeah.
How we know?
I mean,
No.
I mean,
Really?
Who says that?
Really?
I think
You don't think Big Mom's the weakest
I
Yonko?
think it might be Kaido.
Yeah, I think it's Kaido.
Biggest Kaido?
I'll put in my bottom two.
Kaido and
Kaido
Blackbeard.
and Shanks actually.
Shanks?
What?
I put Shanks
Nah, I
there
don't know about-
because Blackbeard bodied this man. He put a scar. He put a scar on his face
Before the Devil Fruits?
Yeah.
prior to the Devil Fruit.
He didn't body him.
Blackbeard's a monster, man. I hate to admit it. Actually, I don't hate to admit it, but he's just a monster.
Hey, so the reason it's funny, we always have that conversation about that scar over Shanks' eyes, and I don't like that because Blackbeard was talking good shit to him about it too. Yo, man, how's that scar
Yeah.
doing,
And
dog?
Shanks was sitting there like quiet. He ain't say nothing.
Shanks was quiet as a bitch.
Yeah, and the thing is,
Yeah.
that implies
but
that
he still
Blackbeard.
ended the war. He still walked away from that man. So
Yeah.
like, let's not hype that up.
Exactly. So, like, come
Yeah,
on.
that's
He gave-
that's
he
a fact.
gave
He
him
still
that
ain't won
scar.
none. He still
Yeah,
ain't
but
won
Blackbeard
he
didn't
none.
want
gave
no.
him
He didn't want no
scar.
smoke.
It was
He
smarter
said-
to run
Yeah, he
though.
ain't won none.
I think it was
I'm
a
not
smarter
he
thing to
didn't-
do.
Because he didn't want no smoke. Even with 2 Devil Fruits, he couldn't fight.
I'm gonna say, even with 2 Devil Fruits and all the worst criminals to impel down, he still didn't want them hands. So, like, let it
Yeah,
go.
like Blackbeard,
That
like he
scar-
be
that
running a
scar
lot,
ain't as
like
important as
when he ran from
people think.
Akainu.
That's a fact. That argument should stop right there. That's a fact.
Yeah,
But the
right.
only reason I say Big Mom's the
At
weakest
the
is
end
because
of
of
the day,
like.
Blackbeard didn't really want those problems. But
I mean, isn't Kaido called like the strongest creature of the sea and some shit? And them they were saying like in a 1v1 bet on Kaido and shit. So
the strongest creature,
Nah,
right?
but Kaido was also introduced taking L's. Like what?
Yeah, it's
Where
a
they
give
do
and
that
take
at?
with Kaido, but
Like
it's a
I
lot
said,
of L's.
We're gonna Oars Juniors this nigga.
Doesn't he want to die?
Yo,
Doesn't he want to die?
my nigga. I have been saying that for months now.
I'm sorry, what was said?
Doesn't he want to die?
We're gonna break this nigga's back.
We
We're
gotta
gonna
do it
always-
like Oars.
We're gonna do it like Oars.
Oars,
Like
dog.
the fleet, look,
Yes.
the fleet is gonna take care of his army of 500 fake Zoans and his commanders, but the main Straw Hat crew, the 10 or 9 of us, depending on who's there, like Jimbei and Carrot, will be taking on Kaido, and that, you know what I'm saying, that's how it's gonna go down. It's gonna be like Moria, but there's not gonna be like a robot situation. It's just gonna be them fighting this
And
giant ass
nigga's gonna nigga Luffy gonna fucking sitting there with a King Kong gun, gonna King Kong on his mouth and his asshole. You know what I'm saying? That shit's gonna be crazy.
Nigga, you nasty nigga. Don't ever say that again.
Oh man.
Don't ever say that again.
I think I heard him say that before. That's a bad thing.
What's
what's wrong with how I put that?
What is that terminology?
What's
My
wrong
nigga,
with
I
how I
almost
put
logged
that?
out. I almost logged out for that.
What's wrong with how I put that?
Yeah, Virgo, I'm at the bounce.
No, don't leave.
Yeah, I gotta wait. Yeah, I can say that another way. You want me to say that another way?
Nah, we're all
We
right.
don't want. Hey, you cut off for 30 seconds.
Hey, Grim ain't here no more, Mo.
So no one is of the belief that Blackbeard's coming through Wano, right?
If Blackbeard's
No, I
coming
don't
through,
think so.
Shanks
I
is
think
coming
it's
Because
possible.
they believe that's the only way that Kaido can die. What you're saying seems
Shit,
viable.
let's get all them bitches in fucking Wano. Let's get Shanks in Wano. Let's get Dragon. Let's get CP0
Actually,
in
I
fucking
take it
Wano. Let's
back.
get everybody in Wano.
I don't think Blackbeard's gonna go there because I think a lot of other people are going there, like Weevil, Marco. I don't think they're gonna have everybody in the
Many
verse
heads
show up.
already.
Yeah, like
Oda's
I don't think
not gonna
everybody
have
can go
everybody in
there.
Wano.
And if there is
Come on.
Blackbeard going there, then I'm gonna have to take away like, oh well, I don't think he's going there. Then I feel like everybody
that's what
can
I
fucking
mean.
go to
Like,
Wano.
it's too much. Like,
Somebody said
we
Kobe over
only
Sanji.
got
No,
the
no, no, no.
players.
Mango Marley. Sanji is washing Kobe, bro.
Nah, the fuck out of here. The fuck
Sanji's
out
just
of here.
watching Kobe.
Yeah,
That's not a wash. No,
Nah, the fuck outta
Sanji
here.
bodies Kobe.
That's not.
Sanji
Nah,
body
that's not a
Kobe.
wash.
Why are we even debating?
Kobe
Yeah.
is bitching.
No,
Kobe is not getting touched. Kobe is not getting
Sanji's beating
touched.
Kobe, yes, but it's not a wash.
This
though.
is what I think, right?
No, Kobe's
No,
not getting touched.
It's mid there.
Period.
no,
No.
See, I'm
No
not that
Sanji
water. I'm at
business.
least agreeing that Sanji's beating Kobe.
no
But
Sanji.
it's not a fucking wash though.
Nah, I don't agree with Kobe beating Sanji beating Kobe. Kobe will whoop Sanji ass. Kobe not getting touched by Sanji. The fuck out of here.
Dude. Come on, dude.
I'm so serious. I'm so serious.
Kobe has access to more of the Rokishi techniques. He's been trained by Garb, not Ivankov. The nigga has fucking physical strength and speed, as we see. He has blue walk, I guess. You know what I'm saying? If that's the
he does have it.
Like,
But I mean, everything you're saying is Sanji has it too, plus more.
No, I get that, but I'm saying Kobe is physically stronger than him, in my opinion.
Based on what?
Based on him being
absolutely.
trained by Garb and
Kobe would have a mid-def against Lucci.
Nah,
Absolutely.
Yo, what's up, Madara?
You think Kobe is blocking fucking Daifuku's genie shit?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why not?
Nah,
Yeah,
nah,
why
there's
not?
no.
My nigga didn't
Yes.
know he was
Oh, wow.
That nigga was slicing through ships. He was slicing through ships.
Yo, but you said
wait,
Daifuku out of everybody? Daifuku?
Daifuku was slicing through ships. Sanji blocked it.
Wait, do y'all
I
hear
don't think
that?
Kobe's doing that.
A lot of people
Yo, Virgo, what are you saying?
Kobe's breaking mass
y'all
with
hear
his
that sound?
punches.
Yo,
Can you hear that sound?
what sound?
Slurp. That's all I fucking hear is slurp. Stop slurping this nigga Kobe. Sanji is
Exactly.
Yo,
Sanji's beating
Sanji
Kobe, but
would
it's
have
not.
made
It's not a
Kobe.
wash.
Y'all need to stop.
You're out of your mind when you say that. You're out of your mind when you say that.
Out of my mind.
Yo,
that
this
You're out of
Sanji
your mind
disrespect
when
is
you
crazy.
say that.
Sanji.
You
How am I
cannot.
out of
Y'all
my
giving
mind?
Kobe a little too
Think
much
about
head.
I'm not
Kobe
giving
has-
him. What are you talking
Kobe
about?
has Rokishi techniques. He has armament and observation hockey. His observation hockey is seemingly OP as shit.
Yeah, it's
Considering
better
that
than
he was
Sanji
able to
by all
hear-
accounts.
Let me tell.
Awakening, like, think about it. Upon awakening, he was able to hear the thoughts of everybody on the
Thank
report.
you.
Like,
Thank
that's
you.
some OP shit.
Let me
my
tell
nigga.
y'all this,
And
man.
then when you
Okay,
train
y'all know that
shit,
free time
Thank you.
Sanji washed the nigga with Rokushiki, right?
Jabra? Who
Yeah.
cares?
Washed him.
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I think Virgo
Watch him.
mid max.
It took okay, but you look. Jabra, it took Jabra most of his life to master Rokushiki. It took Kobe less than 6 months.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. Kobe
But
is
he
not
didn't master it though. He didn't master Rokushiki.
He was doing shake. Like, I don't say he mastered all 6.
Doing blue walk and shave.
All we've seen him do is exactly.
Pistol. I ain't seen Iron.
Nigga, he was doing
Seen a
so.
Tempest kick.
No, he
No
was
fucking
stuck on the
Raku
wall.
gun.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
Raku gun, no any of that shit, bro.
But at Marineford, he got
You're right.
one shot by Luffy at Marineford.
Okay, what? We're not talking about Marineford. We're talking about him right now.
But you're talking about how he mastered Rokushiki and he didn't. Like all
In
we've
6
seen him
months.
do. All we've seen him do is
Sanji did not.
cares if it's 6 months?
It took Sanji run. It took Sanji in the middle of the time skip to learn how to skywalk. It took Sanji to the middle of the time skip to learn how to skywalk. Nigga was already using Soul by the time we saw him at Marineford.
Okay.
Bro, the only thing we've seen Kobe do is beat fodder up. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Everybody
And all we see Sanji do is get his ass whooped.
Hey Mosh, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So, Kobe, what's the strongest vice admiral Kobe can defeat?
Maynard.
Quiet.
Maynard.
I'm
I
thinking.
don't know who he asked the question to.
All the people you
And
know,
Maynard's
that I
father's
got
here.
that lotion out for Kobe. I'm asking all y'all.
Maynard, dog. No, he losing to Maynard.
Oh.
Man, he beat Smoker. Fuck out of
Man,
here.
I'll say
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Maynard.
Yeah,
I
I was
knew
about to
somebody
say
was gonna
he
see
beat
that.
Smoker. That's a good one.
I knew somebody was gonna say that. I was
No,
waiting
I
for
think
it.
I think
Yeah, that's a
Smoker
good one. He
fade. I
beat
think
Smoker.
Smoker fades him.
Wait. You think that Kobe's
Smoker
beating
is running that fade, dude.
Smoker's fading
Smoker's running that
Smoker.
fucking fade. No,
Smoker.
don't start this
Fading
now.
Smoker.
Come on, man.
Nigga,
Smoker's
Smoker
running
is
that
beating
fade.
this nigga's ass.
Honestly, I don't even believe that. He's just the only vice
Smoker?
admiral I know.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's not
okay.
beating
I was
Smoker.
about to
I
say,
You guys
believe
are
that.
putting
I
him
really
in his
do.
league.
I was saying this the other day, son. I really
He
do.
can
I
beat
do think Kobe
Smoker.
will whip Smoker
He's the
ass.
only one I can
The
think
guy
of.
is still a captain. He's not even a vice
No.
admiral yet. He's still
That's
captain right
only
now.
What the
that's
fuck?
only because
This nigga's a
Akainu don't
captain.
fuck with him.
Y'all think Kobe beat?
Yeah, because I
That's
can't even
only-
fuck with
I
that
know y'all
nigga.
niggas
That's
trolling.
only because Akainu don't like him. That's why he hasn't ranked up. My man has observation
Nah,
time
fuck all
from
that.
Wazoo.
That nigga meets the
He ain't rank up
requirements,
because he ain't got
You
all
know
that
what the
sauce right now.
requirements are to be a vice admiral, and that nigga meets them, nigga. Come on now.
All we've seen him use is observation. We don't know if
My
he has
nigga.
honor in hockey. We don't know
His
that.
observation is broken enough.
Corbin
Keep on
explosion.
saying baby walk. What is baby walk, Bronco?
No,
Baby walk.
he's saying
He said,
Sanji baby walk.
He said Luffy one shot
Yeah,
at Kobe
Sanji
on the
do be
Marine
baby
Corps. Smoker
walking,
baby
nigga.
walked Luffy.
With his raid suit, then I say he woke Kobe ass, but you got that raid suit.
Sanji is
Nigga, come on
fucking.
now.
Sanji is
Nigga
crip
getting
walking over
trained by
Kobe.
Garth
Oh,
the
man.
Fifth.
So
Nigga
I
getting
feel like
trained
I'm
by
gonna
Garth
hate.
the
about this.
Fifth.
Think
Act
about
like
this.
Kobe won't
Y'all
clap
know,
that
hey,
nigga the
y'all
fuck
know I
out.
like Virgo, right? Sanji cracked that nigga Virgo a couple good times, right? Sanji cracked him. Do you think that
Yo,
Kobe is
Virgo
didn't.
ate all of them hits.
Let
No,
him
he
finish.
didn't.
Let
No,
him
he
finish.
didn't.
Let him
I get
finish.
that, but I want to ask you something. Do you think that Kobe is eating one of those?
Yes. First of all, I don't think Kobe's getting touched by those. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
Sanji?
Oh my god.
Virgo can't hit Kobe
wait,
now.
Is what I'm trying to tell
Yo,
you.
what the
Like
That he's
Kobe
that
not
much
getting
faster
touched.
than Sanji.
Nah,
Yes.
you're overrated Kobe so hard right now.
Virgo is fading Kobe.
I didn't say Virgo. I'm talking about Sanji.
No.
Oh, Sanji.
He said
Oh, my
Sanji's not
fault. My
touching him.
fault. Sanji, that's
Yeah, I'm not
that's
going
even
that far.
worse.
Like I
That's
said,
Sanji gonna have to work to
Bro.
touch that nigga. I'm telling you.
in my
Sanji's
opinion,
beating Kobe,
especially
but it's not a
Raid
wash,
suit
bro.
Sanji.
I'm gonna say Sanji
Like Virgo
versus
said, it was a wash.
Kobe.
It's not a wash.
Kobe high dip wins.
I'll take that back. That I will take back. It's not a wash. But Sanji is beating Kobe.
Kobe winning that fight. Y'all niggas wildin'. I'll agree with Wildin'. I'll put a high dip win.
Nah, Kobe
Sanji is
Kobe.
mid or low diffing him. He's mid diffing him at max.
The fuck out of here.
Nah,
And
you
you
nigga
need a
wild,
has
two
a
piece.
raid
We
suit.
barely seen Kobe do shit but fight fodder. How the fuck can you say
I'm
that?
saying we haven't even seen Kobe fight anybody.
And we see
What
all
did
we've
Kobe
seen
do?
is Sanji
Nigga,
get his ass whipped.
you
What are you
blushing when
talking
you
about?
stand
What
next to
things do
Kairos.
Kobe have? What
He said,
what
you
We
know,
only
Kairos
seen
had
what
what
feats do
name pirate
Sanji
has
got?
Kobe beat? What name pirate
Raid
has
suit,
what name
Hell's
pirate
What
Memories.
feats do
has
Sanji
Kobe
got?
beat?
He defeated Law. The Rocket Port
Wait,
incident.
tell me one time post time skip Sanji has not gotten his ass whooped.
I'm saying right.
Wait, when the fuck
He
is
stopped
Nah,
against Oven.
I'm about to say Steve-O just got it.
Hey, don't be called Sanji strong, bro.
And I'm ready to defend my nigga, man. What's good?
What's good, Steve-O?
What's up,
You
man?
need some lotion on them ass your hands. I heard that.
So I know you just got here, right? I know you just got here. Soap is telling me that Kobe is beating Sanji.
Yes.
I don't agree with that,
Hold on,
but
Mosh,
I mean,
with
I
the
don't think
raid
it's crazy.
with the raid suit as well.
Thank
Does
you.
Kobe still beat Sanji with the raid
The
suit?
fuck? Niggas
Nah,
acting like I'm
that's
fucking
crazy, bro.
wild right now.
So
You is
I
wildin'.
agree
Come
with a
on,
lot
bro.
of what you say.
You
but
are
I've
wildin'.
never heard you act like this.
Cause y'all niggas is wildin'.
How is we wildin'?
Well, we're the
Cause
ones
y'all sitting
wildin'.
here
Okay.
acting like Sanji
Kobe, I
finna whip
think he
his ass.
beat.
Nah,
All we know
Kobe
is that
whipped
Kobe
his
can
ass
beat up
high
Potter,
dip.
and then he got one shot at Marineford. That's all we know.
By who?
By Luffy.
All we seen this dude. All
Okay,
we seen
then,
this
the Bible
dude do
says,
was do
shut up.
small feats and fucking.
What did Luffy even hit Kobe with back then? Was that a no-name punch? Was it
It was
a
a
gun
no-name
pistol?
punch. He didn't even
Like,
use a gear
A
punch.
regular ass
He just
damn
punched
punch,
him
bro.
in the
All
face.
right, but then
Just punch him in the
but
fucking
he
face.
also at the same time is sitting there defending citizens from law. So what am I supposed to do with that?
I mean,
I mean, he got
Oh, I mean what? Yeah, man, niggas is stuttering and quiet now. The fuck out of here.
No,
He got sunk
The
with one
fuck out of
punch.
here,
That
man.
doesn't necessarily mean that he took on law.
I think there's a couple ways you can interpret that. You could say he was defending citizens from law. Was he like directly confronting law, or was he just taking the citizens and
Niggas don't
out of the
know.
way of
Niggas
danger?
just know he a hero.
We really don't know. All we know is that he was there and he saved niggas. So
yeah.
Nigga,
hold on,
he made Golf the hero because he was whooping ass, and they calling Kobe a hero because he whooping ass. The fuck out of here.
Most, do you think
Law
Kobe
was trying to boost his name?
Law
was trying to boost his name up with like stealing people's hearts and shit. Kobe told that nigga you can have the pirates' hearts and you can't take the civilians' hearts. You know what I'm saying? That's how he saved all the civilians. You know what I'm saying? And Law was like, I bet I'll agree to that, and he took the civilians' heart because he was trying to become a Shishibu guy.
I can see that happening.
Mm-hmm. I feel like y'all just moving too quick when it comes to the Kobe hype. I get it. He's grown like crazy. I get it. He's grown more than Luffy. I just feel like y'all moving a little bit too quick.
He's been inserted.
He's been on Kobe hype. I've been on the Kobe hype since he came back.
I've been a Kobe fanboy since Water 7. Like, he's been inserted into the story at this moment for a reason. Like,
Kobe's dope. He's just not beating Sanji.
That we're seeing Kobe is that Kobe's about to finna get that clout and that rage too, nigga.
Yeah, without a doubt. He's gonna grow.
I think Kobe at the end of the series is giving. I think Kobe
right now he's not. That's all I'm saying.
Kobe at the end of the series is giving Luffy a good fight.
Right now, he's ready for the fade. That's what I'm saying. Right now, he could fade Sanji.
Nah.
I understand why you're saying that because I asked you the strongest vice admiral he can beat, and you said Smoker, right?
Yeah,
no, that was me. Oh, well, I guess.
Oh, I'm sorry,
with that.
Okay.
I said that in the Discord too.
Okay, hold on. Went just wants to join as well.
I'm currently
here we go. You see, he about to start hating.
I'm currently looking up vice admirals. Hold up.
Look, he about to start hating. The first shit about to come out of his mouth is about to be some disrespect. Watch.
Kobe's giving Luffy a high def fight.
By your logic, if you think that he can beat Smoker, then I don't know.
I do.
I feel like that's the same as saying Sanji, because I think Smoker and Sanji would have been like a high def.
I think Sanji could have faded Smoker too. Could fade Smoker too.
Oh, now we're disrespecting Smoker now.
Yeah, well,
why is it disrespect to say that one of the Straw Hats top fighters can beat Smoker, bro? Why is that disrespectful?
Because Smoker is not losing to Sanji.
Come on, man.
That's crazy to me. I know that for a fact. Sanji's whooping Smoker ass.
He could be Strawberry. Just
I haven't gotten your take on it yet. Or Madara. How do y'all feel about this chapter? Because I thought it was amazing.
I thought the chapter was really good.
That it, Steve-O? You're not gonna
I think, and I don't want to sound like a hater, because some people already call me a Luffy hater.
Oh shit!
I just think that it's an obvious case of him just gaining new fans like he always have, and it just so happened that this fan actually has enough clout. He happens to have the clout and the ability to actually spread that fandom throughout the entire world, and actually give Luffy the significance
that's a good argument.
He's in his mind for Luffy.
That's a good. That's interesting. I haven't thought about it that way, but yeah, that's a good point.
All the things that he's accrued over this time, you still don't believe that maybe they're actually right?
Do I believe that Morgan is telling the truth about Luffy leading the assassination attempt against Big Mom?
No, he's not. I know he's not.
No, but I understand. But I like the perspective that Steve-O's laying out there. Like, I mean, if you wanted to, like, you could argue that Luffy just big news is like the perfect person to have as a fan.
Basically the new world's Oprah.
Yeah, no, essentially. You know what I mean? And like the argument, and even like the thing is though, like even though the argument that Big News makes for Luffy has a tinge of truth to it, overall it is a overreaction, I guess.
I mean, it's an overreaction, but at the same time, it's something that nobody else has done. besides the Pirate King, infiltrate Big Mom's territory and leave.
Yeah.
Only the Pirate King has done that. No one else
Rouge
has.
did it.
Oh, what's up, Jersey?
Rouge got beat up, Sibo, and got escorted out. According to Brule, Rouge was escorted out of Big Mom's territory. So was Kid. So was Brazil Hawkins.
They
So was
Like none of them ever saw her.
None of them, exactly. Nobody ever saw her except for Luffy. And
Not only that, but Luffy attacked during the Tea Party when all her big top commanders were home and at Whole Cake Island and shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just any random day like when they most of the time they're not even at Whole Cake Island. They're all doing their own shit. So he attacked them when she was at her highest power. And
from the outside looking in, like if you're just sitting there chilling at the Tea Party, like by all accounts, it looks like a calculated attack. You know what I mean? Like from that precise moment of everyone gathering.
It was calculated. It just wasn't calculated by Luffy.
It just wasn't Luffy.
Yeah, it wasn't Luffy. He gave him Bage's credit.
Yeah, the only thing Luffy did was come up with jumping out of the cake. That was the only thing Luffy did, and that's because it was funny.
Yeah,
Other than
and
that,
that's why.
But I could also make the argument that the only reason that the conditions were meant for something like this to even be possible is because of Luffy and his relationships that he had. You know what I mean?
The reason they gave it to Luffy is because he popped out the cake and he was the most distracting. He was the most widely known. And then you know what I'm saying. And then Bage betrayed them publicly. Like they don't know about the backdoor scheming. So from where Morgan and Stussy was looking, Luffy did some crazy shit, and then Capone got on board. Like they have no way of knowing what was going down.
And Big Mom was sitting there screaming straw hat the whole time too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they knew that the box was sent by the Straw Hats because Big Mom gloated about it. She was like, "Oh, you gave it to me. Don't expect."
Is that me or is that him?
That's him. That's him.
Okay, about to say. Yeah, I mean, as far as the chapter, Virgo, this is the chapter I've been waiting for. This is the payoff for Whole Cake Island. Because chapter 900 was not the payoff. This was the payoff that I was talking back and forth with Theory about, with Red Nose about on the Discord. That this is what I was waiting for, and Oda delivered, if not over.
What do you mean by payoff, though?
Okay, basically, once chapter 700 hit, after Punk Hazard, we got Doflamingo has the Mirror no Me. Chapter 800, the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Chapter 900, we get Bad End Musical, which, however way you feel about it, didn't feel like a milestone chapter, in my opinion.
No, that's a fact. I agree with that 100%. It didn't
feel like a milestone chapter.
In my opinion,
903 is exactly what I mean.
Exactly, that's what I was waiting for.
Yeah, because I knew like once Whole Cake was over, once big news got out and let it be known, that's what I wanted to see. That was the only thing I was looking forward to.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't expecting for it to happen so quick.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought it was great, but I didn't think it was gonna
be that quickly.
I thought it was gonna be like halfway.
But I'm happy about it. But I'm very happy about
it. We don't know how quick it was because they've been traveling for a little bit, and we didn't even get an update 2 weeks later, a week later, a couple days later. So
that's true.
We don't know how long it's been because they even assumed that Jimbei and them got away.
Yo,
what's up, Winters?
Yeah.
What's up, people?
What's good?
What's up, Winters?
Shut up, so I hear him.
I forgot it's really late.
One of the things that I like was that it didn't show the supernovas, because usually it shows Luffy's exact peers, like his class. But instead of
that might be 904.
You know what? I have a theory about that. I have a theory about that. Man. I don't think Oda would show them because many of the supernovas seem like they're heading towards Wano. Like, why kill off the hype before they appear? I mean, Kid's in a cage, so we can't see Kid's killer. We don't know where he is. Why is Oda gonna reveal that right now? Apu bent the knee. Hawkins, we have no idea. We have no idea where Hawkins is or Killer. Like, it will kind of kill the suspense if Oda shows them right now.
You know what happened? Kaido needed a musician, and then he played music. He said, "You can join me."
He said, "Why do you need a musician?" He said, "Pirates like to sing and drink."
Check it out.
Check it out.
But yeah, it will kill the hype. It will kill the hype if he shows the supernova reaction right now.
I think you're right, Winners.
Yeah,
I was going to hear me say that very often.
Like show Dragon's reaction when everyone thinks he's going to appear to Reverie. Like, whether he is or not, if Oda knows, then Oda's not going to show him. Like,
facts. I'm telling you, bro, he about to pop in there like the 5 Kage Summit.
I can't wait to see those people we haven't seen in a long ass time.
Like, think about it like this way: Oda's going to do Reverie right now, and by the time we get to Wano, let's say it took a week to travel to Whole Cake, and let's say it takes 2 to 3 weeks to get to wherever they're going to Wano, then it'll be like 3 weeks, maybe even more, that we haven't seen the rest of the crew. And a lot of shit's gonna get done in that time.
True.
The biggest thing in the biggest thing in Reverie I want to see is definitely the Void Century. I want to see Coby bring it up.
I feel like once Cobra starts bringing that shit up, like that's when I feel like the Reveries are gonna start to go left. You know what I mean? That's when it's gonna start to get real nasty, and that's when we're gonna start to see the divides.
I don't think we're gonna hear about the Void Century at the Reverie.
You know?
Nah.
I think we're gonna get a little bit.
I don't know, but him bringing up the Poneglyphs is gonna start something. We just don't know.
Cobra wants to learn about the Void Century ever since Robin told him about it.
You call her Robin?
Robin.
Nico Robin.
Sound like you trying to say Robitussin.
That's the way the Japanese say it.
Well, look, you need some you sick when it comes to that Coby shit.
What's Robin's old name?
Don't bring that shit up with me again,
nigga.
Hey, no, so we're talking truth, but Coby would smack the shit out of Sanji.
Thank you.
Not you two. Not you two, Winters.
We'll talk about it in
See, and you thought Winters was gonna go against you.
I did.
Winters raid suit Sanji?
No, Sanji. No, we can't gauge. We cannot gauge raid suit Sanji.
We can't.
Hell yes, we can. Increase base stats.
He's not gonna put on that raid suit, bro. So we can't.
That speed. If you had a raid suit, you wouldn't be shot from a bullet.
Hold on. We cannot, because we don't know the multiplier. We don't know if it's 2 times, 3 times, etc.
Sanji fans are gonna be tight.
We all know it's above.
When Sanji's raid suit is a fucking apron because he likes to cook.
It's gonna be addressed. I keep telling you, it's gonna be addressed.
Apron, that would be awesome, bro.
It's gonna be addressed because they know.
You a chef, right? I got you. Battle chef armor.
It's gonna be a yellow top. It's gonna be a yellow top and a black bottom. Black leg Sanji, and he's gotta have that yellow theme for when he fights Kizaru. They're gonna have that yellow theme going on.
He's not gonna fight Kizaru.
If he been on the race, I might be done with him, bro.
Who's he fighting?
Bro, so Steve-O, you done with him? Oda gave it to him for a reason.
And I think he gave it to him so he can toss it to the side, bro.
Yeah, I really don't.
Just to finally put a cap on his relationship with the Vince Smoke.
Like, you understand that as soon as Nami says, "Man the fuck up" and put the raid suit on, he's gonna be like, "Yes, master," and put the raid suit on.
Yeah,
he didn't do that in his lobby.
What?
When it came time for him to fight Khalifa, he still holds it. He's still headstrong in his ideals. And
but that was talking
about.
That was talking about hitting a woman. That's a little different though.
It's still his ideals though, bro. It's still holding fast to his morals.
But he's still a slave.
Like what if Nami says put it on and I'll date you?
Nami told him to man up and fight Khalifa, and he refused.
And then she's gonna be like, "See, that's why Zeus is my favorite," and he's gonna be like, "Power Ranger."
All right, you might got some, you might have something right there, man. I don't know.
Sanji whip, my nigga, like. He either gonna get pushed into a corner physically, and it's gonna pop out his jacket, and he's gonna be like, "All right, fuck it," you know what I'm saying? Or Nami's gonna be like, "Look, nigga, you need to be stronger. We need to put it on."
real.
I mean,
Hey,
like
bro.
for
It's
me,
obvious he needs it. He was about to get shot up by fodder.
honestly, for me
Am I the
personally,
only
like
person
I
who
just
hears
don't
Sanji
like.
lagging?
I don't like what
Nah,
it
we
does
hear
for
it.
Sanji's character.
I'm sorry. What's up?
I said I don't really like what it does for Sanji's character. Honestly, like
Same.
I enjoyed the fact that Sanji was somebody that fought without the devil fruit and without a weapon. Now
Yeah.
that you're giving him this fuck ass suit after he didn't do anything, it's just fucking. It's
No,
no.
so I think it's gonna be a troll, bro. I really do.
What you mean?
I honestly think that
Oh,
since the
Oh,
Vince
wait.
folks know, I think the Vince folks know he went to the Okama
The
Kingdom, and
Baratie?
it's gonna be a dress. It's gonna be a dress,
Oh,
and
think of the
Oh
Okama
wow.
shit?
and it's gonna draw out Sanji's hell memories to a second level.
Yo.
Now I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a dress. It's not
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
I don't
metal.
like that.
I like that one.
I don't like that.
I like
There's-
that a
I'm
lot. Yeah,
telling
I
you,
can live
I'm
with
I
that.
I
telling
don't
like
you.
it.
like that.
It is
I
I
like
can
it
not.
live with
because
that.
he don't put it on, but he still get the power up.
Oh man.
Hold on. When you say dress, do you mean like a full blown dress or like the type of one that
I
Judge
mean,
was
it's gonna
wearing?
be that same pink
Kind of like
dress he
the one Zoro
wore
has.
3 times skip when he was on Okama
Wow.
Island. It's gonna be that
No.
same dress, and it's gonna
You
trigger,
know what?
and then
And
he's
You know
gonna
what?
it's
go
gonna
Maybe
into
be
hell
flames.
you
memories.
know what?
And it's
Maybe
gonna be
Kobe.
flame
Maybe Kobe.
resistant. And it's gonna be flame
Maybe Kobe does
resistant.
beat the shit out of Sanji. Never
Hey
mind.
man,
I
I'm
agree.
just waiting for him to get that one-on-one and use Deathwing.
That should be so trash. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Hey, it's gonna be the
He won't
swirly
even use that shit.
swirly eyebrow wink.
For real.
He won you
No,
Deathwing. He didn't
no,
train with him.
one thing I always joke around with, I said it'd be cool to see a full body armament Hell's Memories.
You just want to be like
That'd be
Virgo.
cool.
Shut up, Virgo.
Hey
You know
man,
that's why
you
I
know
don't
I
have
like
it.
You just like full body people.
Pause. Pause.
That was kind of a pause, but I get what he's saying. So I'm a Virgo fanboy. It's sad because the only people we've seen go full body armament basically got one shotted.
Have all got washed.
Yeah.
It's kind
That's why
of
it's trash.
sad. I actually want to be able to see someone go full
Because they're
body
black,
armament
man.
and then do some damage.
Because they're black. That's why.
Wow.
That's actually true, man.
What
Pika,
about
Virgo, they all look like black men.
what about Mr.
Wow.
One? He was full body steel.
What?
He's
Wow.
black. So we got photos.
Yeah, Mr. One look black too. They all look
Oh
like
my
niggas.
god. Hey, and they all got crispy fades.
Yeah.
They fades is crispy, bro.
Well, actually, Pika had a problem.
I'm about to say Pika had long
So
fucking hair.
Steve-O,
Yo,
I'm quoting you. These are your words. So he a pretty nigga.
What you mean?
Yo, Mr. Five rocking that hairstyle. Niggas is rocking today. The nappy fro. All he needs is a clean
This nigga
lineup and he
ugly,
good.
bro.
Hey, you know, Mr. Five, he was modeled after Lenny Kravitz.
Really?
I can believe it.
I definitely believe that. I mean, he always finds inspiration for certain characters. Like Django was Michael Jackson.
Yo,
Nigga said it.
was NL really Eminem?
fucking.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that it was Eminem. You ain't gotta ask about that one.
Yep, and that is
I mean,
Eminem.
he was saying he's God, so
He's the rap guy.
Oh no. Nah, Eminem is so trash right now.
Man.
He said, "Why go
I'm
full body
tired.
hockey? Why not increase the hockey potency? It's all a flex game." Yeah, Virgo was doing that to flex. I don't know where all of a sudden he got chiseled out of stone out of nowhere when he did that. I'm like, I don't remember him being that swole. All of a sudden, he took the overcoat off and the nigga was ripped.
Man, he was armament covering the muscle fibers inside of
Yeah, it's
fucking
almost like
ass,
Sanji
nigga.
would have died if Virgo went full body against Sanji. Wow.
Yeah.
But remember, Sanji was nerd. Nami's body explosion.
We get this nigga.
You know what? Maybe Kobe does beat Sanji. Never mind. I switch.
Kobe.
I'm in.
Man, y'all crazy.
He said, "Oh, on that note."
No. But
Y'all know this nigga Sanji tanked an attack from ores, man. Come on now.
Is this
packing more damage than that?
Is the Coby Sanji thing? Is that with raid suit or without?
Without.
We can't.
I don't even know what the race is gonna do to Sanji.
That's
I know we don't know what it's like.
And this is what we assume. It increases base stats.
That's after the
Is that
pod
fair, y'all?
accidentally opens and the dress comes out and then it powers up Sanji.
And then the Hell's Memories version too. Yeah.
Yep.
Not the raid suit, but the dress which makes Sanji go into Hell's Memories. He's not putting it
It's
on.
version 2, Black Flames.
But he still get the power.
Yep, it's gonna be Black Flames.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you for that, moderator, because I've been trying to look for a way for myself to appreciate this.
Would y'all be mad if
he
Ivankov?
won't, like, wait a minute. He has to put his
That
arm
sounds like
through
some
the
shit Oda would
cylinder.
do too.
He has to put his arm through the cylinder in order to activate it. So he has to put it on in order for us to see what it is. So if we see that it's a dress, that means Sanji had to have put on the raid suit, which means he put on the dress. Either way, Steve-O, Sanji's putting on that raid suit. You lost the fucking character in your top 5 fandom.
Nah, because you don't remember when they activated them, that they put it on their belt and it started swirling around.
They put it. Well, some of them put it over their arm, some of them put it over their belt. But you still have to activate it in order for you to see what it is. Is my point,
bro. You gotta turn that
it's that liquid metal.
Wumbo.
It's that liquid metal shit. So it will take form after you put it on. That's why it fits in the cylinder.
Even if he didn't have to put it on, I still see Oda doing it just because he hates Sanji.
Yep.
Bro, I told you, bro, this entire arc, bro, I'm pretty sure that Sanji's voice actor fucked Oda's significant other.
That's what I've been saying for like 5 months, bro.
Yeah.
I've been saying like Sanji's voice actor had sex with this nigga's wife in real life.
Straight up. And Oda was like, oh, you gonna blow my wife back out? I'm gonna blow your character out the water then.
So let me get this straight. Because the voice actor for Sanji was slaying the voice actor for Nami, Oda said,
hey, I'll believe that if you was right. This fucking raid suit is a dress, then I'll believe it. Like, yeah, he definitely fucked up.
This nigga hates Sanji. It's like, what the fuck?
He is not a damn raid suit isn't a dress.
Yeah, no, if the raid suit is a gag, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Sanji never clapped anybody again for the rest of the series.
Especially after he gave him like the bounty increase and shit. Like, he don't hate Sanji.
No, but you gotta wait. Like I said,
and then fucking and then Zoro's was like fucking like half a bill.
We just trolling, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, because to me,
and then Zoro's was like 700 million.
To me, that's the only way it makes sense for Judge to give him a raid suit, because when he talked to Sanji at the end of the arc, I mean, we was talking to Luffy, he was still trashing Sanji.
He still weren't fucking with him.
Exactly, he was still trashing him. So all of a sudden,
I still feel like that wasn't his real emotions, man. Just like how Luffy was able to sense the animals, like he was able to sense the animals' feelings and shit, and Rayleigh's like, all right, you have an affinity for that. I feel like Luffy was able to sense what Judge really felt rather than what he was saying. You know what I'm saying?
Does anyone think
I feel like if that does happen, we have to see we have to have some type of indication that it's happened, that that's what Luffy's doing.
I mean, we were told that's what he was doing against Katakuri. Yeah, is that he was reading his emotions, and that was how he started to dodge him.
Reading his emotions? No,
yeah,
no. Fucking Rayleigh was just saying that's what he's more proficient in. He was like he wasn't seeing the future, but he was using his haki to like dodge and shit. I don't see how reading his emotions is gonna make him dodge better though.
But he knows how to read. Like, notice how when Luffy talks to someone, like when he was, for instance, it was Momonosuke. He knew Momonosuke wanted to ask him to beat Kaido for him, but he made Momo say it. The same thing with Nico Robin at Eni's lobby. He made her say, "You want to live."
Say you want to live.
He made her say it because he was tired of. He knew that was what she wanted.
Yeah, it's almost
but she was so afraid to say it.
It's almost like Luffy tells Jimbei, "Say I'm the captain now."
Look at me. I am the captain now.
I am the captain. You are the captain.
I am your captain.
Does anyone think the raid suit is not going to be yellow? Because it definitely is. Especially because, you can see how it's color-coded with the other Germa's hair color. Except for Judge, he has yellow hair, but a gray suit. That's how you know Oda wants to say that yellow suit for something.
It might just be black, bro.
It might be all black. It might be all black, bro.
I think the yellow top and black bottom pants.
I never thought that we'd actually be having a discussion about what color the raid suit would be.
Yeah.
This right here is kind of far-fetched to me.
This is what we got to do with
Is it black? Is it orange? Is he gonna have that German tech on his feet? Because he can already skywalk. Does he need that? We don't know.
No, he's not gonna have no German tech on his feet. But
why not?
I don't see why not.
But then again, Virgo, they got the boosters on there. That boy Virgo was slipping and sliding
Man,
around.
Sanji about to have the Deku footwear with the X
The iron soles on his feet.
Yeah,
the iron soles on his feet.
Yeah.
They don't know about this here.
You singing, Steve-O?
I was about to say what?
Huh?
Don't hurt me, nigga. We heard you.
Nigga,
Oh yeah, I was singing.
Old school, like.
Nah, he's probably singing Biracial Girl.
Oh no, I was singing John B.
Oh, word.
Old school.
But,
Y'all know the nigga white? I didn't know he was white.
Oh, wow, I know that nigga.
Yeah, I knew it was white.
But
I had no idea.
But guys, we're gonna close it down here. Thank y'all for coming. Thank everybody else that came through and watched us. We had a lot of fun ass discussions, man.
It's a good stopping point.
Probably gonna go back and watch this. This was a funny talk. Yeah, man, it was dope. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the flippity motherfucking flip. Deuces.
All right, y'all.
Thanks for having me.
So in an Infinity War, everybody.